Good afternoon, Jacks and Jills. I am Matsuya Demui, and this is 3-Minute Meta. In this installment, we're going to talk about your initial attack vectors. Your initial attack vector is effectively the point at which you're intending to first engage your opponent. This decision is made on both offense and defense, whether it is done consciously or incidentally. On offense, it is pretty straightforward. Your scheme determines your attack vector. Protect puts the attack vector into your backfield, neutral puts it at mid, and aggressive puts it on the other side of mid. However, on defense, what determines your initial attack vector is where you first intend to attack the disc. In one variation of a 2-on-1 scheme, you might run an aggressive stack where the chain regrabs at full tilt, intending to sack the quarterback or otherwise cause an immediate disruption. This sets the initial attack vector in the opposing team's backfield, as the chain is intending to first engage with the disc in the hands of the quarterback shortly after launch. However, an alternative variation may be running a passive chain where your stack players stop at double diamonds and wait for the quarterback to make the first pass before striking. In this variation, your initial attack vector is more likely at mid, where that first pass is likely to end up. Whether you are on offense or defense, every time you pick a play, you are identifying a zone as your initial attack vector. And so with this in mind, the question you should be asking is why? Why are you choosing that attack vector? One of the first considerations you should make in answering this question is attack vector compatibility. When the offense and defense choose the same zone as their attack vectors, these are compatible. When the offense and defense choose different zones as their attack vectors, these are incompatible. The compatibility of initial attack vectors is not a judgment of desirability. No given pair is inherently good or bad for your team in any given situation. But when picking a play, you should be conscious of how it might break down given different compatibilities. If you're intending to run a standard split, in what ways do any given defensive coverages affect the execution of that play? That's really what this is about. How does X play stack up against Y defensive coverage? But there are so many small variations in each scheme from play to play and team to team on both offense and defense that we can simplify and look for tendencies. A protect scheme will not always break down the same way under the same compatibilities, but it may tend to break down in similar ways under the same compatibility. You ultimately want to be able to identify which compatibilities are best and worst for your team, but also which compatibilities are best and worst for the other team. This is the first step in playing that proverbial game of chess. It doesn't matter how strong your queen is if you don't have a strategy within which to use her. So I'd like to thank you very much for watching. This is my first scripted episodic series here on YouTube, and the response to it has been amazing. Every bit of feedback you can give me is greatly appreciated, and of course, if you have any ideas for future 3-minute metas, or if you have any other comments or questions, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. But that's it for this installment of 3-Minute Meta. I've been Matsuya Demui. Please like, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful day.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Divwy right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my god, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went.
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save.
Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beat Killer with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Jay for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there, wide open shot going off that backboard. He's gonna find that.
We're going to be saved by Jay for Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to core this with a nice top pass onto BTX.
It's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jay for Jack.
Chuck Not Norris right here looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
And another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's gonna get stopped by Chuck. Don't know where it's a 3-point available. Gonna go for the half court. It's gonna bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is gonna be critical for each team. Which Beach player with a 3-point opportunity gonna stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
Make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
And there's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that Beach player, gonna be
Now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Not going to go two. Twang Pants the cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
and they've got the stack first to get there. Another open 3-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player. Gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save by Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these stunts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. Stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Sluna's the only one there. Sluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate, a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Sluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming.
They dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until wait a minute. Okay, thanks for cutting me off there, guy. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
Defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzy. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzy going for that ceiling shot to the law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzy with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have the offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good luck.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy wanted to go to see Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
Hello and welcome to all the viewers. Hello and welcome to all the viewers on Oculus venues and the other platforms. This is the second cycle EU Challenger Cup of Season 3 of the Echo Arena VR Master League. I'm Sputnik Cobra, and I'm joined by Nightfire and Swift on camera, as well as It's Me Ollie. You'll be seeing all of us today casting on venues. How are you doing today, Swift?
I'm doing very good, and today we've got some outstanding matchups. We've got Everest versus Baked Potato, first of all, for you guys. Then we've got Nant versus Clockwork, and then Nightfire's going to hop in, as well as It's Me Ollie. They're going to do Everest versus Nant, and then Ronin's versus Exploited, and then we're going to come back in for Baked Potato versus Clockwork. So 5 rounds, 5 really good matchups, and of course, going to be very exciting. So how are you doing, Spot?
I'm doing great, and I'm looking forward to an awesome day of matchups. And after this, we'll have the NA Challenger Cup, and it's just going to be a completely full day of matches that are going to be the top tier. All these teams are competing to get into the Master Division. This is what they've been working towards. And we'll have another Challenger Cup, the 3rd cycle Challenger Cup this season, and then there'll be finals. But you know, this is what the teams have been working towards. This is what we love casting. This is what everyone loves watching. And Nightfire, I know that you're excited for this. Can you tell me something?
I'm so hyped for this Challenger Cup. It's going to be so interesting because a lot is on the line, like you said. They're competing to get into the Master Tier. If they can get in now, they have 5 weeks to then push themselves up out of contention for that next cycle Challenger Cup, right? They just have to get up into that 8th, 7th, 6th position, and they're moving into the finals. So this is an important cycle to win because it gives you an opportunity to position your team in a place where you can just go straight into the finals at the end of cycle 3. So I'm sure these teams are very focused. I did a brief interview with Nant and got some great information from Aloe. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that Nant team does with their new roster. Aloe being the coach there, it's going to be really interesting to see how that team comes together and battles for their position in the Master Tier, because they're the one Master team competing for it. 5 Diamond Tier teams, so thirsty, so hungry to get in to this Master Tier. It's going to be really exciting to watch today.
Absolutely, and we're also joined by It's Me Ollie, who will be casting round 3 and round 4 in Oculus venues with you, Nightfire, and he'll be doing sideline for the round 1 and round 2 matches, as well as a round 5 match. And how are you doing today, Ollie?
I'm doing great. I'm very excited for this Challenger Cup today. I know all these teams have been training super hard, and so I'm just excited to see what they'll bring. And of course, Nant with their new roster could make them a lot stronger than they were before. And it's going to be a very exciting Challenger Cup, very fast-paced and just very insane.
Absolutely, and with that being said, we'll be getting into this first match soon, Everest versus Baked Potato, and it's going to be a great match. So we're looking forward to all these matchups. We're looking forward to see who will rise to that Master Division, who will fall from Master into the regular competing divisions that would be Diamond. And so far, Nant Esport is really looking to maintain their Master Divisional standing. I know that Swift, and we've really been pressuring Swift, formerly of Nant Esport. Can you tell us a little bit about that, Swift?
I mean, yeah, as we get kicked off into this round 1, it's going to be very interesting to watch. Obviously, I've been playing with Nant for a long time now. It's been about a year and a half since we were Fusion, then switched to Nant, and sadly departing earlier on this season, but all in good faith and all that. So still have very good relations with all the players, and I believe that they're going to be doing very well. They did get some fantastic plays. They got Moshi, Snowy, and the wee lad is Bad Elmo goes for the shot. He's going to take the first 2 points for Everest here.
Absolutely.
And we've got a bit of an issue with the stream. We'll get that fixed for you as soon as we can. So a little bit of a radio stream until that happens.
And yeah, Swift, take it from here.
So, Baked Potato with the disc going to be Satori. going to walk that one down to Albathon. Still at the mid line here, so walking up to Sam. There's still floating around that mid. Baked Potato are eventually going to get this push through, but Stefo's going to intercept at that mid line now. So Stefo's going to take a 3-point shot. Just going to ding, though, unfortunately, on the goal of Baked Potato. So now Everest still in offense. Bad Elmo to Stefo in the bubble. Albathon's with a brilliant save. And taking this back down to mid is the clear. So going to be taken down. Another block coming through from Satori. Now Baked Potato is going to get it out of their half. I'm doing the best that I can to get this through to you guys without the video. And again, another clear coming through at the midline. Going to be back to Satori. And Baked Potato stuck in defense now, trying to get this through to the Everest half. The clear goes through, but Everest still in defense, staying here. And Martin floating through, just waiting on his friendly Pac-Man there. And they're just going to take it slow. Everest now just walking it at the back line. Still 2-0 to Everest right now. And your boy Sam is going to make the intercept and the half of Baked Potato off of the Everest clear. Now going to be cleared back through to the Everest half. So just some ping-ponging happening right now. Conrad back with the disc. And going to try and take this one up a little bit. Again, Everest still really playing slowly in their half, trying to just keep it there. And Conrad eventually going to put it through here for Everest. They are through. They've got an open 3-point shot now, and they're pretty close to the bubble, but the 3-point shot missing and slapped away by your boy Sam now. So Baked Potato now in defense, and Everest are trying to push hard now. A couple of passes come through, and it's bouncing up to the top lines. Scubs now taking it, and the clear coming through from Baked Potato. It's looking if they can find it.
And we are back with video. So we are in the first round of this matchup between Everest and Baked Potato. It will be Baked Potato in orange, Everest in blue. It's 2 points on the board for Everest. I'm Sputnik Cobra, and I'm joined by Swift. And take it right back, Swift.
Well, we should be getting a little bit extra for this. I think for the compensation. I'm not paid to be a radio commentator. Anyway, going back down to Everest now. Martin III taking this. So yeah, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, of course, as usual. And Bad Elmo taking this for Everest, going to get this cleared down through to the Baked Potato half. And I'm not sure that that is fixed at the minute. But another intercept coming through from Albathon's.
So this is the first round of the Challenger Cup. This is the second cycle Challenger Cup for the European division. Bad Elmo with possessions, throwing it through mid. It will now be in the upper trap. Will come away with it will be Satori of Baked Potato. Satori sending it up to Scubs. Scubs losing it. And Stefo going for this long shot. It's going to be off target. It's going to be picked up off the backboard by your boy Sam, who goes for that clear, but Bad Elmo is going to scoop that one up. Now looking to start this offense, sending it up above goal. Martin III back to the shield, but not able to find that shot as Bad Elmo as it dings off the crossbar.
Yeah, now still floating around that mid-line. Bad Elmo trying to get rid of it, but Baked Potato still with the disc in the half of Everest. So a back pass coming through from Baked Potato. They're just trying to maintain the disc here. The cross coming through to your boy Sam. He's going to look to try and walk it in the bubble. Makes a little bit of a shot there, and 18 meters a second goes into the goal. Now 2 for 2.
It's a tie game in this first round. Everest played in the first Challenger Cup. They weren't able to clinch that Masters divisional spot, and they're looking to do it this time. They have a strong roster. Martin III really leading this team. So Martin III now with possession, holding from Nest. 4 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock, Swift. They're really taking their time.
Yeah, and Martin just going to try and find this back to Bad Elmo, and cross coming all the way through. Martin's actually going to find the disc. A quick pass coming through, but denied by the block of the Nest there. So it's going to be Stefo just walking this back, trying to maintain this again for Everest. They do get a back pass. They're just going to take back control in the half of Baked Potato.
So sending it right back to Stefo will be Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo up to Martin III. Now Bad Elmo's going to lose it actually on that pass outside of the bubble. It's going to be taken by Baked Potato. Baked Potato with the clear and chasing it into the bubble. Getting possession will be your boy Sam. He's going to find the 2 points right below the goal, taking the lead. 3 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, 4 to 2. for Baked Potato, and yeah, just under half of this game remaining. Everest, they're trying to keep possession. They're focused so hard on trying to maintain control of this game, and they've not been able to push it far through yet. They've had a couple opportunities, but unfortunately a couple of missed passes denying the opportunity, so not been able to complete it. And Baked Potato here coming through with another interception. So now Baked looking for a little bit of a clear and boost, it seems like, although the stack is denied by the Everest defense there. And again, now we're seeing a little bit of what Everest did before by Baked Potato. They're just holding it in their own half and waiting till they get a stack, waiting till they get an open pass far down the field, and here comes the clear from Baked Potato.
And it will now bounce up to the ceiling as Everest not opting to go back into the bubble. That backline player trying to get possession, trying to get that clear. Baked Potato will get it right back. Baked Potato formerly Master during the first cycle, and they're looking to get back into Masters. So Albafon's with possession. Albafon's now sending it long for that pass. Bad Elmo finding the interception and clearing it through the tunnel.
Now bouncing down near the bubble of Baked Potato, looking a bit dangerous, but a couple stuns coming through, and it seems like Baked Potato have control back of this disc. Your boy Sam opts for the clear, but comes right back to him. The clear comes through, and in fact, the Baked Potato stack's ready, and they're completely uncontested, but the ding coming through on offense, so could have been even a couple of points, maybe even sealing the game. I mean, there's really not been a lot of goals in this game. It's just been back and forth. And Conrad here left with this open 3, but it's so hard of a shot. He's going to pass it to Bad Elmo instead, and unfortunately not able to land the shot either, so Everest could have taken it back there, but Steffo, it looks like he's just going to try and walk this one into the bubble. Conrad and Bad Elmo trying to distract the goalie, but Albafons is having none of it. Gets it out of there. Martin trying to recover now for Everest, but the pass not quite working out.
An absolutely terrific save under pressure. Albafons finding that one. And now trying to work it out of their back court is Baked Potato. That clear, not able to find its way through. That stack from Everest will chase it down. Everest not able to complete that pass. Actually, off the Geo, into the hands of Steffo. Steffo up to Martin the third. Martin the third for the goal. And Conrad gonna slap that one right in. 2 cuts on the goal. Finding that one is gonna be Conrad.
Excellent play by Everest, and now they're stepping up their game. Now they're starting to work it up a little bit. The pressure has been increased definitely by Everest in this round. We're seeing a lot more of that fast-paced play, and a lot more of people kind of rushing to find their passes and find those clears in time. It means that they're doing something right. They're definitely putting on a lot of pressure to Baked Potato here. Although this one just going to be maybe taken back, but no, a couple of missed grabs. Could have been dangerous for Baked Potato, but Scrubs gets it out of there. Not finding possession just yet, though. Your boy Sam will have to work a little bit harder for that. The clear coming through now for Baked Potato, but the stack is denied by Martin III in the back line. So now Everest back in defense.
And Conrad sending that anchor pass to Steffo. Steffo now sees that defender ahead, opting to send it right back to Bad Elmo. And this is a tie game in the first round. This could easily go to 3 rounds. This is the first round on venues that we want to see, and I think all games are going to be just as competitive as this one. That pass will be wide, now bouncing off the floor. Stun coming through. Bad Elmo with possession. Bad Elmo sending it back to Martin III. Martin III along the floor. That pass isn't on target. It's going to be slapped out of the bubble by Baked Potato.
And now Conrad with the disc again. Still 4-4, but there's 5 seconds remaining. Martin looking like he's going to walk it to the bubble. Bad Elmo comes in for the cross. He has a player on his back, but it doesn't matter. The shot comes through too quickly, and Everest are going to take this with the final 2 points of the round, just 2 seconds before the round was going to end.
And what an awesome first round. This is going to be a great day on venues. This is the EU Challenger Cup of the second cycle. This is Echo Arena VRML, and with that being said, we're going to kick it to It's Me Ollie for analysis.
A great first round, and what a great way to end off that first round. Felt like throughout most of the round, Baked Potato kind of controlling the pace of that game, but Everest maybe playing it a bit too slow, allowing Baked Potato to get that possession. But in the end, Everest realized that, they need to speed up, they need to be a bit more aggressive, and got some good cut passes in there, got some goals in there, and eventually they were able to take that first round.
Absolutely, and thank you, Ollie. And we're going to be going into the second round. So, Swift, I'm just excited. Do you have any... I don't like to ask for predictions, but I'm going to ask, how do you think that this match is going to go?
Well, I mean, so far, Everest they were playing pretty conservatively earlier on in this round, and that's kind of the style that Everest had taken on for a little bit, and then they saw it wasn't working quite as well as they wanted it to against Baked Potato, so they changed it up, and they adapted it to Baked Potato, and they managed to get the final 2 points after putting on a lot more pressure than they were in the first half. So if Everest stay like this, then they might just take this one in 2, but I expect Baked Potato to pull this back, and I'm not expecting Everest to really run away with this in this game so far.
Couldn't agree more. So with the start of this second round off that neutral joust, we a change of possessions. Going for this long shot. That one's not going to be on target. Scubs is going to bounce that one off the shield. Be picked up by your boy Sam. Your boy Sam up to Satori. Satori looking at this angle, sending it softly, and finishing it is Scubs. I thought Satori was going to go to the goal, but he just opted to send that soft pass to Scubs, pulling that goalie out. That was a hard decision for that goalie of Everest.
Yeah, I mean, it was literally just milliseconds there. The slap shot, otherwise, it would have been grabbed by the goalie, but the slap shot making it through from Scubs. But yeah, the goalie jumping out to try and pressure, try and make him miss the shot, but Scubs is having none of it, puts it in for the 2-pointer. So yeah, good goalkeeping there, but just unfortunately not quite working out the way they wanted to. But they're trying to answer straight back, Everest, trying to go for it. But in fact, Baked Potato immediately trying to answer back with a long 3, almost makes it through. Martin the third with a save. Albafons is going to stun, so still going to be floating around in this Everest bubble now. The clear going to be back into the hands of Satori. They've really had no time to think about where that was going. So Scubs is going to try and get this cross, but not quite working out here, and it's going to go all the way back for Baked Potato.
And that one's sailing down towards that bubble of Baked Potato. A lot of stuns happening in that backcourt. Coming through is Everest, finding possession. Steffo putting that one in. Martin the third on that stack with him, able to get down court. It's a tie game. And this is an awesome second round. This first round of the day for the Challenger Cup is not letting me down.
I mean, it's just a game of brawls at that point. It was really the two stacks trying to get together. But, I mean, neither team having none of it. And Everest won the brawl a little bit earlier than the other team, so they were able to get their stack faster. And ultimately, that's what got them those 2 points. So good job by Everest there. And they were able to control the game. And now it's like they're just trying to hold it around their half. It can be dangerous, this. If they miss one pass, it means Baked Potato are right in their faces, and they're not in the greatest positions to defend. So Bad Elmo walking this one up for Everest, and they're going to try and take advantage of this positioning that they have, but the missed pass coming through. Your boy Sam goes for the 3, gonna take it, gonna snipe it. 30 meters out, mail slot. Excellent shot from your boy Sam, and he's going to put Baked Potato up by 3 points.
And that could be a game changer. That might be the momentum that Baked Potato needs. Now, can they capitalize on it? Can they stop this offensive attempt from Everest? So Martin the third to QB, taking possession from Nest, quickly throwing that forward to Conrad. Conrad now throwing that cross to Steffo. Steffo forward along the wall to Martin the third. Martin the third with another pass, cutting through to Elmo, and Bet Elmo going to take that shot. And your boy Sam able to make that save. So a great offensive push by Everest, very coordinated, but that last shot just wasn't going to get through that defense.
Yeah, and we see Martin here at the back line here, just trying to prevent any clearing boost coming through from Baked Potato, doing a very good job of it. In fact, he's going to be receiving the disc in the offense as well here, so directly trying to counter that play. The Baked Potato stack was trying to form on the goal, and Martin was having none of it. His team gets possession, passes up, but unfortunately weren't able to do anything with it there. Scubs is floating through, in fact, on this open goal, but the bounce coming through. Bad Elmo going to get to it first, and a quick clear coming through from Everest is going to make its way to Martin. He's got a one-on-one versus Albafons right now, but I don't expect that to stay the same for very long. The cross coming through to Bad Elmo, but a difficult pass to make, and Bad Elmo just going to miss the disc, but recovered.
And setting it right back will be this Everest offense, sending the back line up to Martin the third. Martin the third going for that pass, going to be intercepted by Scubs. Scubs is intercept that clear, Conrad's going to intercept the clear. Another interception by Scubs. That's back-to-back interceptions.
I mean, back-to-back-to-back. absolutely ridiculous stuff from both sides there, but some really good positioning we're seeing, some really good game sense coming through, and maybe a shot coming through from Bad Elmo, not quite going to pay off. It's going to be your boy Sam looking for this pass here, just going to try and walk it up the field to Satori. So yeah, both teams just trying to counter each other right now, and it's just floating around at this midline an awful lot, a lot of trading in possessions, a lot of interceptions, and overall a really close game so far.
So Conrad now with possession, setting it down to the floor. Martin the third gonna go for that clear to that stack, but it's not gonna go where they want it. It's gonna bounce off upper trap, off that Geo. This pass coming through gonna be intercepted by Martin the third or around mid. Martin the third now setting that for that clear. These stacks are right next to each other. It's gonna knock off the head of this defense. It's gonna be picked up. It's gonna be stopped by Stefo off that shot. That was some crazy interactions right along that goal, but it's gonna be a defensive stop. Martin the third's gonna come through, finding that possession. Bad Elmo now going for the shot to be Stefo. And that was 18 meters a second. That was a fast shot. This is just changing possession so quickly.
Yeah, and an excellent play by Everest there. They had 3 players floating in that the goalie had to worry about, and the shot coming through from Stefo, 18 meters a second, just pocketing it at the top left corner. So able to put that through past the goalie, and ultimately was a really difficult offense for Baked Potato to try and counter, but looks like they're just going to try and answer back right now. Satori just missing the disc though, so Conrad looking for this back pass, but they missed this pass, and as I said earlier, it's really, really dangerous now as they lost the disc. They don't have as many people in defense, and now Baked Potato are just trying to push it up, so the pass coming through, your boy Sam taking the disc, Martin the third going to get the steal, just following closely behind, and he's going to get the clear for Team Everest.
And these stacks forming up, trying to recover on defense will be Baked Potato. Everest coming through, not able to get that stun on the wall. They'll get it as they push off. So now with possessions, Martin the third sending it to Stefo. Stefo looking for an opportunity, sending it off the wall, trying to find Martin the third. It's going to be wide. That backline player coming forward. Bad Elmo now sending it back to Martin the third, and they're going to slow it down. They're down by 1 point, 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, those are some tough bounces to read very often, and the cut pass coming through. In fact, Everest's going to shut me up right there with the cut pass. Martin floating through there, and a little bit unexpected. Baked Potato not quite marking that shield, so they're going to take advantage of that and get the 2 points. So now Everest is 2 points ahead, but yeah.
So Martin the third would cycle back to the back line when the backline player came up to get possession, and then able to just get forward and cut into the bubble for that shot. Just Baked Potato wasn't able to cover them, and they're gonna regret that one.
Yeah, as in fact, Everest might get a free shot on a goal here. Martin taking it through. There's an open 3. He's gonna snipe that one in a 9-5. I think this might be the biggest lead we've seen this entire game. Everest is now up by 4 points, but yeah, I mean, overall, we're seeing some quicker goals now, and the pace is being blown up again, just like the last round, in fact.
Absolutely. So now with possession is Baked Potato going for this clear, knocking off 2 Geo, going off the wall, being slapped now, blindly slapped by Baked Potato. They're going to forfeit possession on that offensive drive. Nearing 2 minutes on the clock. Everest now with possession, going for that clear off the wall, being picked up by Stefo on that stack. Absolutely well executed. Going for that cut now. But it's going to save. What a save coming through. And now Albafon's trying to find that clear. It's still in their backcourt. Everest is going to pick it up. Stefo now sending it forward to the bubble. It's going to bounce off the Geo into the hands of your boy Sam. 4-point advantage to Everest, and they're looking to hold on to it.
That was an absolutely crucial save from Satori there, saving that dunk, because now, I mean, they are not going to be any more than 4 points ahead, at least for the meantime, unless the shot snipes it through. Martin trying to find that. He's just trying to find the ice on this game. All Baked Potato need are 2 2-point goals, but I mean, as we've seen from Everest, it's not exactly the easiest thing in the world to get past them. So they've got 1 minute and 20 to do this on the clock, but they cannot let any more goals come through, or they're just going to be walking that line of is it even going to be possible or not. So your boy Sam getting a couple, and he's going to in fact go through for the cut pass. He's going to stun one, float through for the cut pass, able to make that play, and absolutely ridiculous play from Baked Potato, able to take that 2 points. They've now got 1 minute to score another one.
Scubs would push off the Geo, duck his approaching defender, and be able to make that pass to your boy Sam. So well executed from Baked Potato. Now Everest on offense, sending it up to Conrad. Conrad up to Martin the Third. Martin the Third now sending it back to Bo, excuse me. Now Steffo gonna lose it, but getting that cut. And that pass is not gonna be on target. Martin the Third can't find Bad Elmo on that cut, so it's still a 2-point lead, but looking to extend it, and here they will. Steffo gonna finish it off on that cut. Bad Elmo's gonna be able to find him that time.
And that might just be the ice on this game. It's 20 seconds remaining, and it's not going to be possible with that joust timer. So it's going to be Everest taking the 2-round sweep, but I mean, not by a lot. And I don't think Baked Potato should be discouraged by their performance in this game, because I mean, my oh my, was it an excellent game. And in fact, they're going to answer back, maybe with a 3-pointer just missing there. So they could have brought that to a 1-point game, but either way, weren't going to be able to come away with that. So a great job to Everest. They were able to adapt. They were able to work up the pace of that game and answer more times than Baked Potato. They're going to come around with the 2-round sweep.
So that's going to be the first round of the EU Challenger Cup second cycle on Echo Arena VR Master League. And that's going to be Everest taking it in 2 rounds over Baked Potato. Do you have any final thoughts? It's me, Ollie.
Another excellent round. I just feel like if Baked Potato cleared it a bit less and passed it out a bit more, then maybe had a bit more possession, because it looked like the Everest stacks were just beating them to their clears a lot more than they were able to beat Everest to their own clears.
And that was the game changer. So with that being said, that's going to be the first round. We're going to be going into the second round, not Esport versus Clockwork. I'm Sputnik Cobra, that's been Swift. We'll be joining you along with It's Me Ollie for the second round, non-Esport versus Clockwork, and we'll be right back.
Feelings. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming.
They dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until wait a minute. Okay, thanks for cutting me off there, Kai. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
To defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzi. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzi going for that ceiling shot to the law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzi with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, you know, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have the offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good luck.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy wanted to go to see Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, oh, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate
goal. Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my god, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save! Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to J for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Jay for Jack now. Gonna be taking that long shot, in fact, Grimy.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to score this with a nice up pass onto BTX.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Jay for Jack.
Chuck, not Norris, right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Selicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
Another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos, nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back, another strike from Strike.
Winner, now it's interception by Wolf, it's going to get stopped by Chuck. No Norris wants a 3-point available, going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in, nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-point opportunity going to stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad, another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that, Beach Player gonna be
now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it, tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grimy trying to take this one. Not gonna go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open 3-pointer, and it's in.
I'll do a nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player, gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save. Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm dinged. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize that relying on these stunts, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. The stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Got to do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
Who's under pressure, sending it back. Saluna's the only one there. Saluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate, a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena. Swift is off the roster just before this weekend's Challenger Cup. Who will be his substitute this weekend?
It's not only Swift, it's about me also. I'm stepping out. So Swift left the team, and I will be substitute and manager of the team. We have 2 new players in the main roster. Those guys are Moshi and Snowy Blue. We have also a sub, it's Willady. Unfortunately, Mosh won't be able to play this Challenger Cup because he has an issue with his controllers. So Willady will play and I will be there just in case.
What team are you most concerned about playing in the Challenger Cup, and why?
So far, the team we are most concerned it's Clockwork because they are very strong player, and also because it is a team I have the less practiced against. We did some scrim, but just one nice, I think so far. So not enough data. That's why I know the player, but not data.
You have beaten both Baked Potato and Nameless early in the season, but some of these teams are relatively new to the league. Have you done anything to prepare for the teams you haven't had a chance to play?
We played all of them. This is a part of, we know we are the bottom of the Master Tier, sorry. So we know that we have to play them to get data. That's why we play most of them. I mean, all of them, to be honest. So we have data and we know some stuff about them.
If you win, who do you see as the second team to join you in Cycle 3?
I think this is a pretty hard question because I mean, even we are concerned more by Clockwork. There is run-ins and exploited. I would say more run-ins. It's a hard question because Ronin they are longer, they have more match than Clockwork, and I see that Clockwork and Ronin are very close match. So it will really depend of the mood of the team this day. So I will say Clockwork or Ronin. It's very hard to decide.
Feelings. It's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming.
They dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until wait a minute. Okay, thanks for cutting me off there, guy. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
To defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzy. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzy going for that ceiling shot to the Law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzy with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, you know, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have the offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good look.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy, what did we go to see? Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, oh, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
I literally thought we would get all this talk. If we at the end of it.
All right, hello.
Hello and welcome back to all the Oculus Venues viewers and the viewers on our other platforms. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I'm joined by Swift, my co-caster. It's me, Ali, on sideline. And so much for subtlety on camera. This is the second round of the EU Challenger Cup of the second cycle of the VR Master League. This is Clockwork versus Non-Esport. Non-Esport would fall against Exploited in the first round of this Challenger Cup on our other channels on Twitch, on the Echo Arena VRML 2 and 3. But what a great day of matchups. We just got done with the first round, Swift.
Yeah, and hello everybody, welcome back. Second of all, we just watched that video of the interview that Nightfire so graciously did with Alacost. Alacost being the coach of Nant, of course, and him saying that, I mean, the team that they are, the most expecting of in this cup is Clockwork. simply because they haven't played them as many times as the rest of the team. So I'm excited to see how this game goes, and Clockwork maybe feeling a little bit more confident in this game. Of course, I know plenty about Nan, but yeah, Sputnik, what are you thinking about this matchup?
I have a really good feeling about Clockwork. And you know I love the guys on Not. I have much love to Alakost. And although Alakost isn't competing today, we just finished up that interview that was done by Nightfire with Alakost. Alakost moving into a management position. And Snowy Blue and Wee Laddie taking the new spot that was once your place, as well as Alakost's place. So how do you feel watching Not, Swift?
Well, I mean, I'm nervous for them simply because I'm so connected with them still. It's not exactly like I left the team and it was just a team I've been on for a small amount of time. I've been playing with the guys on Nan/Fusion for a long time. It's been about a year and a half, and yeah, I'm very good friends with the players over there. Ninja Knight, of course, as well as Charlie and Alakost were all on the team when I was playing. So yeah, I mean, Alakost stepping into a management role, I know he's doing an absolutely brilliant job, because I mean, he's the best in the business as far as I'm concerned in EU. And yeah, and as far as I know, I think Ninja Knight is taking the position of Alakost in terms of goalkeeping and playing that QB position, calling out the plays. But with that being said, let's get kicked off with round one, initial joust.
And it will be won by Clockwork. Clockwork picking it up. Eris now with possession. Eris going for the shot. He's going to find that 3. 18 meters a second, pushing right off that Geo, turning around, taking that shot. That's a quick 3 points on the board for Clockwork.
I was not expecting that. In the bubble of Nant, and now the 3-point shot immediately coming through, an immediate shot from Clockwork, and that's going to find them 3 points immediately this game. So yeah, I mean, the clear through, not quite being able to find their passes, and going to be bouncing through back into the Nant bubble, and now exploit. Sorry, Clockwork looking to find it into the bubble. Aries and again taking another 2 points, and we're not very far into this first round, and Clockwork have already scored 2 goals.
Very quick goals from Clockwork. You can see the speed of their stacks, their ability to find their stacks. Nant has this new chemistry, and they've only had 2 weeks to figure it out. So, you know, some growing pains and some adjustments for Nant.
Yeah, definitely. It's not very easy to just replace half your roster like that. And although Alakost is still in there, in some cases, and this another 3 coming through from Clockwork, so that the stakes being immediately punished again and again and again by Clockwork, not really have to step their game up here. But yeah, I mean, it's really not easy to just kind of cut your roster in half and put some new people in there, especially in the Challengers Cup. I know for a fact they want to stay up there, and yeah, I mean they've played quite a lot of games with this new roster. I know they've been training hard, but at the same time, it doesn't matter how hard you train; it's still such a jarring change. I know from the Nant roster.
And Ninja, will this long shot, actually a clear coming through, gonna be a pass, gonna be picked up by Aki Nut. Now an 11-point lead. They just keep getting these 3s on Nant, but we talk about Nant and these changes. Ninja Knight now taking the role of QB for Alakost, and this is a difficult time to make these adjustments. This is a time when you need to be at the top of your game, and you can see that they're struggling right now.
Oh boy, is it strange to see all of our jousts from the caster perspective. Usually not in these shoes, but yeah, the rollouts. I'm of course very familiar with this pass, not quite making its way to Wee Laddie. So Snowy Blue trying to contest this disc. Aries trying to find the clear, not quite getting all the way through though down to mid. So now Clockwork trying to take it right back, but Snowy Blue denying it. The tight angle, and he's going to take the shot, going to make it in for the 2 points. That's the first 2 for Nant. Let's see if they can build a little bit of possession into this game. We're just 3 minutes in. They can definitely still come back here.
I couldn't agree more. So Snowy Blue, a new player on the roster. Snowy Blue, extremely talented. Wee Laddie, also a rostered sub. Moshi, or is it Mosh?
Moshi or Moshi. So Aries going to take this into the bubble. In fact, going to try and juke around a little bit, but not. All three players are getting a little bit of a taste of the disc. Now the pass coming through. Short range passes in the back line for Nat, but Charlie there just stuck floating in the bubble. So Baguette going to take this here for Clockwork, and the pass coming through. Immediate shot coming through from Aries. Ninja with an excellent save. He's going to get that one out of there, but Taco making sure that that's not for too long. Aries with the pass to Okino, and a great set by Clockwork, and they're going to put that straight into the goal for the 2.
An excellent save from that attacking player behind the goal from Ninja Knight, and that's very weird for me. It's very weird to see Ninja Knight in goal, but he's also a very capable goalie, showing us right there that he can make the stops. So now Ninja Knight to QB, Ninja Knight with possession at Nest, going for that anchor pass, under pressure though, Snowy Blue retreating, getting that cross to Charlie 13. Charlie 13 now sending it back, it's not going to be on point. The shot coming through, that's another 3 points coming through from Eris.
And Clockwork just aren't missing these shots. They've had so many threes on the goal, and they're not just giving them too many opportunities for those 3-pointers at the minute. So, yeah, I mean, right now, if Clockwork are going to punish the mistakes like this, I think they have to slow it down. They can't play fast-paced like this, because Clockwork right now, they're doing a really good job of reading these plays and making sure that no passes can get through. However, this one going all the way through to Charlie, and now trying to get something set up in the bubble. Snowy walking this up, just going to back this one out to Ninja as Okinut tries to press, and Charlie looking for a quick pass there, but Aries gets the stun first, so Clockwork now looking for the clear and boost. Nant stack coming through, trying to contest, but not quite quick enough. The 3-point shot, and it's going to ding for Clockwork. So Nant get a little bit of a breather here. In fact, never mind, because Okinut's already there on the stack. Baguette going to take the disc off of this, and another save going through from Charlie. He gets stunned and slings it back into his own goal.
And you can see Nant trying to make these changes without Alakos. And we talk about growing pains, we talk about adjustment pains, and that's it right there. Alakos playing goalie as long as I can remember, but this is how strong the Nant team is. They're together as a team, they're playing their best, they're trying to make these adjustments, and they definitely miss the presence of Alakos, but they all have the ability to play goal, and they're doing their best.
Yeah, definitely. And as well as, I guess, the roster changes, that we've had a lot of position swaps in this game. So Ninja moving from that midfield position to goal. Again, 2 defensive positions, but 2 very different defensive positions in what you actually have to do. Wheeladdy, in fact, might just have an open shot here, but going to get stunned away. Not enough time on the tight angle. So Baguette with the pass back to Taco. He's just going to try and get this one through the tunnel, though it's going to bounce right back. An immediate clear coming through from Clockwork. The stack going to be there in time, and an open 3. It's going to be shot by Okinut, and again, just straight into the goal. The back stack stunned out by Clockwork.
Now a 19-point lead from Clockwork. Clockwork is approaching Mercy territory. 3 minutes, 30 seconds on the board. They have more than enough time to take this first round in a Mercy.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, what I can see coming through here is, I know before the game, we were just talking, Nightfire mentioned that when you're kind of spectating the same team that you've been on for a long time, you tend to be a little bit harsher on them, because, you know, I'm kind of used to looking at the team, watching our VODs and being very critical about everything. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of carrying through a little bit, if you can't tell, but yeah, absolutely great play so far by Clockwork. And another 2-point shot coming through. Ninja is able to get the save. No mercy today, at least for right now. So the start coming through from Clockwork, just missing the disc. So Ninja's going to be able to collect here for Nant, but Oki with the stun, and he's going to try and get this one back through to the midline.
And that clear's going to be stopped by Snowy Blue. Snowy Blue going for a long pass, maybe a shot off the ceiling. It's going to be stopped by Eris. Eris now sending their own clear at the floor. It's going to be picked up by Okinut. Okinut has a offensive player in front. Now to Baguette. Baguette looking for an opportunity, sending it cross. It's going to be past 2 players off the wall. A slap coming through from Clockwork, but it's not going to be on target. Going to be turned over. Slowy Blue now with the slap, but that retreating stack from Clockwork is just too quick. Now Clockwork's going to lose it, and this is a different pace. This is not maybe making these adjustments. That's going to ding off the crossbar. Okinut now sitting behind goal, and another save from Ninja Knight, but Taco's going to take it back, and that's the first round. 23-2, Mercy by Clockwork.
Yeah, and I mean, they're coming off of a loss as well from this last game. So of course this is the Challenger Cup, and you know they're fighting to stay in that Master Tier. Not the only team this time to stay in Master Tier. That they're going to be fighting to stay in Master Tier. All the other teams from Diamond are coming up to try and take that position. So the last game they played against Exploited, they did take a tough loss, but it was not by as much as right now. It was very, very close over on those other channels as well. Gonna go take a look, but gonna swing this to Ollie for the sideline. So, what do you think so far about this round?
Well, a very strong showing from Clockwork in that first round. A good way to start off this first round, or this second match, sorry, for them at least. And Clockwork is not a team that you can mess up a lot. I believe you mentioned earlier, Nan have to just kind of relax, slow down their plays a bit, and I very much agree with that, because Clockwork, their stacks are incredible, and so are their shots. Like, you leave the goal open for even a few seconds, and one of Clockwork's players, if they have the hands on the disc, will make that shot. And just their stacks, like, if you don't get that throw or that shot pass very quickly, then they will just intercept the disc. So I think Nan just have to relax a bit, maybe do less clearing and maybe a bit more passing, and I think maybe the second round will be a lot closer than this first one.
And I couldn't agree more, Ollie. And with that, that's the first round of this second round of the EU Challenger Cup. And we get to see this team in a new dynamic. And this is really an interesting thing. It's seeing a new team as they try to make these adjustments. And, you know, they don't have Swift. They don't have Alakos. And I know we're being a little hard on you, Swift. But this is the top tier, and they're struggling. And I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This is going to be a very hard day for Nant.
Yep, I have to agree, and I think Nant taking this maybe 5-minute timeout, Alakos coming in there to coach him. So yeah, I mean, as we mentioned earlier on, of course, Nant without Alakos playing in goal. It seems like Ninja Knight is doing a very good job, in fact, of taking over in that respect. We've seen some really great saves from Ninja in that last round. So yeah, I mean, we used to joke around the team about Ninja being the best goalie in EU, but I mean, maybe actually trying to take, completely unironically, that position now. And yeah, so it's a very jarring change, I know, for Nant, and Alakos maybe trying to pad this down. He's trying to tell what to do in this round, because it is a great thing to have a coach like that that can come in between the games. They can see over the game and they can see exactly what's going on, and then they come in between rounds and they tell you exactly what's going on, especially in these sort of scenarios when you've got those mercy wins, when I mean, the other team is just having no mercy. I mean, Clockwork was absolutely destroying that game, and in some scenarios, when you're the players on Nant right now, it's difficult to see what's going wrong. It's really hard to see in when you're just trying to get the basics done. You're trying to get the joust through, and they're just not working. That's when something like a coach, when something like Alakos can be greatly beneficial. So we'll see how beneficial this will be in the second round, how Nant can change. But yeah, I agree. It's going to be tough, and they're being put against the top tier teams from Diamond. I mean, it's not exactly like the teams under Master Tier or just under Master Tier this time are exactly, you know, not great. I mean, we're seeing again Clockwork. Nant were a little bit afraid of Clockwork coming into this this game, and rightfully so. They've got Taco, they've got Baguette, Ares, and Okinot. We've seen that they are all excellent shots. They're all very prolific in the game, and they've been playing for a while, so it's not like they're a new team or they're new players whatsoever. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be tough to fight for this Master Tier Cup, but I believe with some changes, they might be able to, in fact, stay in this Master Tier.
Most definitely. And with that said, Alakos has just left the game. He came in during this time stoppage between round 1 and the start of round 2 and was talking to his roster. So Alakos making these changes to coach and manager. And, you know, this is the game taking it the next step where former players are now moving into different positions and they're coaching. So with that, that's going to be the start of this second round. We're now waiting for this neutral joust to begin. Countdown is underway, and these teams are about to come out of the gates.
Yeah, and I mean, I know you've got some experience with that as well, Spot, with the coaching side of things. Like you said, Ninja able to get the steal just before he's stunned away. So now Nant trying to find something. The clear and boost coming through immediately. They've got an open 3. Take the shot, and that's going to be an excellent way to start this second round if they want to counter Clockwork in this game. Nant's starting off with a blazing fast 3-pointer.
And maybe credit to Alakost right there. Maybe he said the right things, he gave the right advice, and coming out of the gates is gonna be not finding 3 points just as quickly as Clockwork would find 3 points in the first round.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'd love to see a round 3 out of this game. I mean, I'd love for Nant to bring this back off of that first round, because it's just so difficult to come back like that when the first round is that tough. That being said, they're trying to put a lot more pressure onto Clockwork, I think, this game, and they are forced to pass a little bit more here. Ninja not quite able to get his hands on that shot, but a good passing play coming through from Clockwork. But yeah, I think Nant are trying to put a little bit more pressure on, a little bit more man coverage in the bubble, and it is causing Clockwork to mark up now, and at least they're not just being fed free 3-pointers, which, I mean, is harsh, but it's the truth of what was happening in round 1, unfortunately.
So that offensive rollout from Nant would not be able to convert. They're going to lose possession. Another loss of possession. Snowy Blue with this long shot. There's a goalie in goal. It's going to ding, though. That could have been on target. Taco now with this clear attempt. It's not going to be out. The defense recovering. Eris trying to find another clear. It's going to be wide of mid. Snowy Blue's going to take up. Snowy Blue's going to lose it to Eris. So quite a few chances to convert on this for Nant. And another turnover. Ninja Knight going for this shot. That one's going to be wide. And there's another attempt for Nant, not able to capitalize on it.
Yeah, and Aries now with the clear coming through. The stack also ready on Clockwork. The 3-point shot coming through. Taco not quite able to land that one. So Wee Laddie coming in, slapping that one out of there. And recently we've seen change. There has been a new option added with the experimental throwing. I believe Taco's trying that out on the Quest 2. So there might be some adjustment periods as well of their own. That being said, Clockwork being able to put that one in for the 2-pointer. But yeah, I know Taco maybe also trying to adjust that. So, you know, not an excuse, but maybe a reason for the missed shots that Taco would usually be landing.
So now that lead shifts back into Clockwork's hands. 2QB will be Ninja Knight with Snowy Blue hanging on. They're going to send that through mid. It's going to be turned over, slapped through by Taco right before they'll be challenged from that stack from Nant. Off the backboard, dinging. But look at these 3 players from Clockwork in the bubble. Baguette's going to find that easy too. 7 minutes on the clock.
And again, we're seeing the same thing now. Clockwork abusing it as well. Nant just aren't getting back fast enough. There's plenty of times where there's no one to be seen in the bubble. Clockwork get some people there, and although we saw Nant come back at the very last minute, I mean, at the best, that's going to put them 2 points down, and they're going to have to basically just rely on luck if they want to actually get a save out of that. But yeah, right now they've just got to focus on getting back in time. They've got to focus on being able to make these defensive plays, stop allowing Clockwork to just be able to put in point after point, because ultimately they're building so much momentum right now. The shot coming through, not quite going to be on target, but Baguette be able to pick this one up, put it in for another 2 from the backboard there.
So we've seen Ninja Knight able to make these saves close up on challenging players, but he just doesn't have maybe the time and goal to be able to predict some of these backboard shots. And this Clockwork team seems to be exploiting these angles and this lack of experience from Ninja Knight.
Yeah, and I mean, exploit what you can. It's not. I mean, it's all about. It's completely what this is about. You've got to find your team's weaknesses, and you've got to go against them. You've got to play against the team. Ultimately, as Baguette tries to find this open 3, but not quite landing, and Charlie's going to be able there to pick that up. So. Bouncing towards this midline now. Wee Laddie going to pick it up for Nant, and now try and walk it through, but not got any passes open at least, and now just a brawl for it at the midline. The boop shot coming through from Baguette, not quite finding targets, and now coming through is Aries for Clockwork. So now we're going to try and bat this one out and find some position on offense.
And trying to find that cross pass, it's going to bounce off bow tie. So now with possession is Charlie 13. Charlie 13 sending that back to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight trying to find maybe a clear attempt. Actually going for that pass. Is going to be on target to Wee Laddie. Wee Laddie's right next to his teammate. They're going to try and get that clear and boost. One of the players will be stunned out. That's a turnover. Eris is going to lose it. Ninja Knight trying to find an angle, but that one's going to be far off. It's going to be picked up now by Wee Laddie. Wee Laddie under pressure. Trying to find another pass. It's going to bounce off the wall. Some stuns coming through, and it's going to sail back towards mid.
Yeah, it was a really tough angle on the shot there, and of course was on the fadeaway as well. So really, really difficult thing to make there. But Wee Laddie got this open 3 opportunity, not quite able to land it though. Able to get the duck in fact, so maybe going to be able to walk this on for the one-on-one. But there are so many players in defense now back for Clockwork, and this is the difference. Clockwork, they're putting a lot of pressure on in this defense, and they're not allowing anything to happen easily from Nance. So looks like Wee Laddie here trying to find this clear, going to get it through for the stack. Baguette trying to intercept though, and Baguette's able to split the stack up at least from Nance, so they're going to be able to slow that pace down of the offense a little bit here. Coming through now is Charlie with the pass to Snowy Blue, but the reception just missed, so Clockwork back with it on defense now.
And Not right now is trying to get these clears past the stacks of Clockwork, but they're just not fast enough. Clockwork going to be stunned out as they're challenging that disc in the bubble of Not. Wee Laddie going for another clear. Cannot get down court though, and they're not going to be able to do it. So Taco is going to pick it up right outside the bubble.
Pass coming through now to Okinot in the defense, but Charlie finding the stun. So now some offense being found from Nant. They've got to take advantage of the fact they have 3 plays. They've got to put it up before the stack comes through. The stack is coming through, but they only just got back. So still finding the 2 points is going to be Nant, and this is a much closer second round. This is exactly what I expected Nant to see. Maybe they just got caught off balance in that first round, and they've certainly got back up, and they're definitely fighting a lot more in the second round. And I'm glad to see it. I'm extremely happy to see that they're coming back here. And of course, Alakos doing a great job as well in the coaching side. Like I said earlier on, it's hard to see what's going on when I mean the other team is just mercilessly just putting in point after point after point. But yeah, Alakos clearly giving some good advice, and now being able to adapt to that. So Baguette with the cross coming through, Aries with another pass to Okinot, and Okinot able to find the 2. So a good play up the field by Clockwork.
Not able to coordinate who to challenge in that bubble from that play from Clockwork. They would have 3 in goal, and Okinot would come through off that cut and find the 2 points. So a 5-point lead now to Clockwork. This is a different round from the first one, but not really making a difference, making these changes in real time, but they still are having a hard time finding their clears and finding their passes. Another turnover, another stun, now in the hands of Okinot.
Yeah, and Taco putting this immediately through. There's an open 3, and Baguette's got the disc, looking to snipe it in, but gonna find the rim instead of the goal. So now back pass coming through for Clockwork, but immediately after the steal coming through from Nance. So now Wee Laddie and Snowy looking for the clear and boost down the field. 10-5, and they've got to put a couple of goals in here. Just under 2 minutes remaining. They can definitely do it, but they need a little bit of time in offense. Wee Laddie trying to find some of that, but the shot not quite finding the pocket he wanted. The back pass now coming through for Nan.
And Wee Laddie's another player with a lot of raw talent, just needs to refine it. But there will be an interception in the bubble. Clockwork now with his clear. Clockwork now with the stack, now with the forward positional advantage, and the shot. That's 3 points from Okinot at 13 meters.
And Wee Laddie was in goal. He'd just gotten back, turned around, and the disc was right there. Hand was in the right place, but not quite quick enough to find the save. So it might still be doable, but it's going to be very difficult for Nan in the second round. 13-5 now. We've got to score a lot of goals. Now just staying on, I believe, with the stack. Splitting up now is Nant, so they're going to try and find some quick plays, but denied immediately after by Clockwork. So now the clear coming through, and I think this might just be the ice, especially, yeah, Taco going to find those 2 points. That's going to be the ice on this game, unfortunately, for Nant.
A 10-point lead to Clockwork, 40 seconds on the clock. It's up to Nant to put some points on the board, to try and make a statement. They will lose this in 2 rounds. This will be their second loss of the day, the first loss being against Exploited. Ninja Knight's going to send it left, and they're going to lose it just for a second, picking it right back up. Charlie 13 sending it off the floor. It's going to be at the ceiling. It's going to be turned over to Okinot. Okinot now going for that clear, but as we approach the end of this second round. Nant needs to keep their heads up for the remainder of this Challenger Cup.
Yeah, definitely. If they want to see the beginning of that Master Tier, of course, 2 teams will be going in. Nant could still stay a part of that. They lost the game to Exploited, unfortunately losing this one as well. But they can definitely still bring this back. It's kind of all dependent on the other team's performances now, and they have to hope that no one else runs away with this, that no one runs away with wins, because we saw before this game Everest looking pretty good on the winning front. Not sure how they were doing in their second game. Of course, you can find the other games on VRML 2 and VRML 3 channels. But with that being said, gonna kick this to Ollie for the sideline. What did you think of this matchup, Ollie?
Well, looks like Nant were able to adapt a bit to Clockwork. They were able to make it harder for Clockwork to put points on the board, and it was a bit of a closer match, but still not too close. And Clockwork just were able to stay strong, maybe even adapt to Nant's adaptations, and stayed strong, and were just able to take this win off the second round.
Thank you, Ollie. And with that, that's the end of this second round on Oculus venues for the second cycle EU Challengers Cup. We'll be back with the next round, round 3. It will be Everest versus Nant Esport. And joining you will be Nightfire, and it's me, Ollie, on co-casting duties. And joining them on sideline will be Swift. And I hope you join us on our other channels on Twitch, and we'll be back in just a little bit.
they dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until, wait a minute, okay, thanks for cutting me off there, guy. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
Just defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzy. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzy going for that ceiling shot to the law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like, I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzy with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, you know, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have the offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good look.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy, what did you go to see? Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, oh, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
All right, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Potato here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwee right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save! Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Japer Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Japer Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time. 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to core this with a nice top pass onto BTS.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Japer Jack.
Chuck not Norris right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Selicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
Another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
I think a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck. Not Norris was a 3-point available. Going to go for the half court. It's going to bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is going to be critical for each team, which Beach Player with a 3-point opportunity going to stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad, another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which just like that, Beach player gonna be
now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to keep negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Now going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open three-pointer, and it's in.
Alduin, nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player, gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. Rusty Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self-bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the nice save by Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm Ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a lesson. Oh, buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these stocks, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. The stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Got to do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
He was under pressure, sending it back. Saluna's the only one there. Saluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, let's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
Trying hard not to bottle it up, but I'm scared of letting you down. Like a knot in the pit of my gut, moving up to my neck now. Running wild in my mind, what you're gonna say, what you're gonna think. Will you be disappointed in me? 'Cause I try so hard, and I fly, I'm scared. Will you ever forgive me? Understand? I'm lining up, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm doing the best I can. The best. I'm the best I can. The best. Feeling like I may run out of luck. Need a boost in my ego. Losing speed and I need to duck, but I can't seem to let go. Running wild in my mind, are you gonna wait? If I lag behind, will you stop? Grab a hold of me. 'Cause I tried so hard, and I fly, but I'm scarred. Will you ever forgive me? Will you understand? I'm lighting up, I'm gonna take my shot. I'm doing the best I can. The best I can. Spinning round and round and round and round and round and we go now. Moving how we wanna, going up and down and sideways now. Gotta go, lying low, wanna know if we'll ever get back to land. I don't care if we end up champs. I'm doing the best I can.
Again, going for the shot, and he will put Nan at an early lead, 2-0.
I mean, this is what I'm thinking. They get their blade honed, if you will, sharpened when battling against Clockwork. That the Alikos, analyzing and trying to figure out where his team can maybe patch up some holes. I saw him come in between games here, and we'll see if they can weather the storm of Everest. The Everest squad's certainly a team you cannot count out, but for not to come out the gate there and get 2-0, certainly a good start to the round.
Now it's Conrad just at the back and taking his time. We'll send a deep pass down to Martin. Martin just able to get that pass off as he does get stunned out by that one. Now up to Steffo. Steffo will respond, now tying this game up 2-2. It's going to looking like a very close game. Quick response there from Everest, tying this game up. Now will be Nan taking the Joust advantage.
I mean, a beautifully calculated play. That's what they were doing. They were setting up the positioning, waiting for that to happen, and then ducks down, goes for the pass, the proper cross up to the top, just really nicely set up there from Everest. But here comes Nant out the Joust, trying to set something up, the instant stun there. Coming in from Steffo and the clear all the way down. The stack is broken up a little bit there in the midfield, and so not able to get here and defend properly. But as I say that, the bubble gets a little bit empty as this attack comes in from Everest. The back pass there. Here comes the forward pass. Bounces off the corner. Intercepted and slapped away by Nant.
Now in the mid, it will just be missed by that Nant stack, and it looks like Everest will be getting there first. Steffo picking up for his side. Just losing it briefly, but able to recover it. Now sending a pass up to Badamo. Badamo forward to Conrad. Conrad now up to Martin, and Martin down to Steffo, and he will put it in for the 2. Now 4-2. A bit of an unexpected pass. The goal was open, so I wasn't expecting that last pass, but nonetheless, he got it off then. He got that goal in, so now 2 points in the lead is Everest. They will take this Joust advantage, or Nan will take this Joust advantage.
I mean, that the little 360 off of the pass, setting himself up for that cross up to the top of the zone. A really nice looking play there. Again, from Everest, they seem to have some great setups when they attack. Here comes another attack. The stun on goal. Steffo finds himself an open 3. Really nice coordination here from this Everest squad, and they have bounced back from an initial 2-0 deficit quite well. 7 unanswered points.
It almost looked like Everest kind of faked out that player with that front stack coming at them, but then that back stack just flew in and were able to get possession of the disc. So some good communication, some good reads off Everest, and to able to counter that Joust. Now as Wheelady does have possession, sends it down to Snowblue. Snowblue send it up to Charlie. Charlie not able to pick that one up. That could have been a crucial pass, but Conrad now picking up for Everest. We'll send it forward, but Ninja Knight at the mid will just pick that one up, sending it forward to Snowblue. Snowblue briefly looking at an open goal. Will not make the shot off in time. Now it's Charlie just missing that shot, just going a little bit wide. Now will be picked up and sent back to the blue side. We'll take some bounces, but it is loose this now, but it looks like Nant maybe getting there first. Cepho will actually get the block. He will just get stunned out by that Nant stack flying past, and now Ninja Knight picking up with Snowblue on his back, maybe looking for a dribble. Now he's passed around to Wheelady, but a nice stop from Everest, and they will send that forwards.
A wild stop and almost a setup here for an attack, but Wheelady able to snag the disc out of Martin's hand, prevent that full setup from happening. Still, though, the Everest team in the zone of Nant and comfortable. Nant had a good setup there, a decent attack. They nearly scored a few points themselves. Maybe they can find an opportunity here. So slow is Snowy Blue, though. They can't get to the disc in time. The stack beats him to it. But now Nant actually setting up for the attack. A good bit of a bounce back. What a save coming in from Conrad. Sticks his hand down and scoops one up, preventing that from going in. Here comes a mail slot 3. That's going to ding wide, and a very fortunate miss for the likes of Nant, because that could have really blown things open. Still, the attack coming in from Everest, though. The pass up to the top goes a bit wide, instantly scooped up by Snowy and clear.
Snow now with the clear back into the orange side. Looks like Everest getting there first. Conrad just taking his time. They'll just lose it, but by then we're able to pick that one up. We'll send it forward across to his teammate. Actually, Steffo will send it forward to Martin. Martin now looking at open goal. We'll take the shot, but just a little bit wide, and Snowblue will pick that one up. But now getting stopped by a player of Everest. Snowblue picking up again, just able to get it away from those Everest players into the mid. Ninja Knight not able to pick that one up, but it will be picked up by Wheelady, who will get stunned out, and it will go backwards back into the blue side. Now picked up by Charlie. Charlie just able to dodge that defender of Everest. Now sending it across to Snowy. Snowy sending it up to Wheeladdy, and Wheeladdy maybe looking for the clear. Now clear will come through into orange side, and it is not getting there first this time. On a 2v1 it looks like, and Charlie will go for the backboard shot, and he will put it in for the 2. Trying to close that gap now. Now just a 3-point lead to Everest. It's 7-4.
That was a great read by Charlie. You watch that replay there. He recognizes the dive out from the goalie coming, knows he has to shoot it early, but doesn't have the angle to take the shot he wants. So instead goes for the backboard and sinks in too. And yeah, like the lead, not very big. It's 7 points, not a lot in Echo Arena, and almost pushing it up there again, almost bouncing back from that 2 points from Not, but it's the scores can switch so quick, and Not now just a goal away from tying this thing up. Everest really want to bounce back, though. They really want to get some more points on the board. A nice steal from Ninja Knight prevents the setup, but the clear gets intercepted.
And Elmo sending it across to Steffo. Steffo sending it across to Conrad now. Conrad just backing out, trying to take his time, maybe reset it. They don't want to make any risky passes, because as you said, there is just one goal away. Just one 3-pointer could change the swing of the game. So now Conrad just taking his time, maybe trying to draw that defense in from Nan, forcing them to make some kind of play so that they can get around them. Now as Martin sends the pass down to Steffo. Steffo will just send it back out to Conrad. You can see Everest recognizes that there's only one goal that could change the game, so they're playing this very carefully, trying to pick apart that defense. And now Steffo sends a pass up to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now just across to Martin. Martin not able to pick that one up, just a bit too low. Now Snowblue recovering that one, and he will send it through. We'll just take a hit off some Geo, but in the hands of nobody, as it just does get headbutted back into the blue side. Now Martin picking that one up on an open goal. He will take the shot. It will just ding, just barely missing. It will just bounce back out into the mid.
Not very fortunate that this hasn't blown wide open. Here might be an open goal 3. Can't get the right angle, though. Doesn't get the setup. The stack is quick to grab and intercept, though. They try to set up for the attack on goal. The shot gets snagged just as Steffo comes out of stun. A nice attempted setup, but Steffo just wasn't it was able to snag that disc. Here comes another decent pass, though. That's quickly snagged by the snack. Charlie somehow finds the rebound and then sinks a 3. Not are back. It's tied.
Charlie with a nice catch there. He did catch that clear, like a very quick reaction time from him. Just they flung that disc right into his hands now, and he did get that 3 just past them goalies. Now will be Everest taking Joust advantage. Just a missed pass on the initial Joust, or the defensive Joust, and now losing it. A bit of a brawl will be Martin coming out alive with that disc now. Bad Elmo will just reset it back to Conrad. They want to be very careful now, and it is in their side, and it is tied. So now Martin just sends it back to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo to the right, but that read from Charlie 13 will prevent that possession for Everest. Now sending it up to Snowblue. Snowblue just dodging that stack. He's getting pressure. We'll get that stun off, but we'll get stunned himself. Stefan now picks it up both side of Everest, trying to send it through, but it will just go off the head, but it will make its way through nonetheless.
This is danger zone. We're in a minute 42 time right now. If Bad Elmo sinks a 3, it's bad news. If a 2 gets sunk in here, it's bad news. Steffo is going to be able to navigate around the defense and get it in. And actually, for that to go in now is beneficial for Not, because like I'm saying, this clock is ticking down. A minute 25 now left for this team to attack, and it actually may work for Not. The question is, are they going to go for a 3? It's a huge gamble, right? I mean, you want to try and get into the bubble to get set up for the attack. To try and get a 3 setup is going to take a little bit more effort, and if they let another point in, it's going to be real bad. Oh, that's the worst case scenario. A minute left, and it's a 2-goal lead now.
That 1 goal may have been beneficial, but 2 goals is going to make this game a lot harder. Now less than a minute remains, and they do have to score 4 points. No, 5 points. It's 4 points to get in the to tie it up, and 5 points to get in the lead. There will be Ninja Knight just sending it quickly to Wheeladdy. Wheeladdy just forward, but a missed pass coming through, and Everest able to pick that one up, trying to send it through. We'll take some hits off some Geo, but some stuns coming through. We'll be back to possession to Nan. Charlie with this sending it forward. Nan realizing that they don't have a lot of time, they need some points. Now Wheeladdy making his way towards the bubble. We'll get past that defense, and he will put it in for the 2. Now just 2 points needed just to tie it up. Everest have Joust advantage, so if Nan want to tie this up, they really need to be very fast and very aggressive and they really just can't really mess anything up if they want to tie this game up or take the lead.
It's got to be the instant interception, the instant score, and it is not that. Everest, aware of that potential risk, instantly passed that out, and albeit a very close round one, Everest do take it, locking that in 11-9. But geez, what a start with, I mean, for this not team to be coming out here. I think, you know, in the worst case, if they don't manage to maintain their master tier, there's certainly going to be a team that's going to be up in that top diamond division for the rest of this cycle 3, because they are looking good here. They're improving game to game, in my opinion. And you know, I think round 2 is going to be as equally difficult as this round 1 was for Everest.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we'll see a round 3. That was an incredibly close round. I think all it was just, if they hadn't let that last goal in from Everest, then it could have been a lot of a much closer round than it was. Yeah. I mean, it could have been maybe an OT, but just that last goal that Everest put in is just kind of cost Nant the round.
Looks like we are getting another timeout. So Swift, I do want to get your thoughts while we have this moment of respite. What do you think about this first round coming out from Nant?
I mean, it started with first of all, the momentum coming in from the last game. Everest came from winning against Ronins, who are a very strong team in that diamond tier, so they definitely came through with a lot of momentum. And Nant, of course, we saw them in that last game, coming from that hard loss versus Clockwork. Nant took it first of all at the start, and we had some nice play from Nant, but then Everest immediately came back. They answered back. They had some really nice recoveries at mid. Some very clean offense overall. They took clear control of the game at the start of this round, and Nant were rushing their clears quite a little bit. And then, of course, we saw Everest find a 3-pointer towards the center of that game, and at that point, they took control. They didn't allow Nant to get any time with the disc, and they started just kind of ping-ponging it between halves. No one could really find a goal there for a minute in that center line. There was just plenty of 3-point shots being taken. They weren't landing for either team. But yeah, eventually Nant were able to come back towards the end of that round. They had some good man coverage in the defense, so when Everest did manage to pull that back and pull back control, Nant didn't allow them to get any further into the bubble. So and then of course at the end we saw Everest. They ran away with 2 goals, and that just couldn't happen towards the end of that round. Nant got a goal, but then there was just 3 seconds remaining. They were unable to intercept in time. It was a very, very close round, and it was very entertaining to watch. I just can't wait to see what Nant are going to change into round 2, so that perhaps they can pull this into a 3rd round. I definitely won't be very surprised if they will.
Yeah, it certainly seems like they have the potential to do just that. And I do want to point out, I mean, maybe I'm wrong. Feel free to correct me on the desk here, but I don't think I've seen too many teams, like in regular league at least, take a timeout and bring their captain in to sort of try and maybe analyze some things that they can improve on, because he's been watching from a third-person perspective. I think it's an interesting tactic that I maybe a precedent being set here, you know, that we'll start seeing more of from these teams, where you have a guy that's you know, a coach or you know, just a sub even that then comes in if you've lost and it's close like this, and can give you some potential insights, some things that they may notice that you can change to help you attack. Because I mean, we'll see what the result is from this timeout from Alakost, you know, giving some tips and pointers to his team here, but it certainly paid dividends against Clockwork. It brought them very close against that Clockwork team in round 2. So if it's any indicator, Nant should be coming out here into the start of this round 2 feeling good, and I want to see what happens. Like I said, I mean, am I wrong? Do coaches usually come in like this during the timeouts?
No, this is a very recent thing that we've been seeing. We've seen also people come in as a sub between mid games, like as an intended sub to sub out one of the players. So things like that we're bringing in from real sport. But that being said, round 2 is kicking off, so I'll kick it back to you guys.
Absolutely. We are into the action, and a really nice instant joust advantage here to the likes of Everest. The shot does ding, though, and the setup, the attack, not coming through the clear now, down from Nant. And maybe Everest can maintain their attack. It does look like they managed to intercept in the midfield and are now coming in for another attack on the offense. Can they work themselves around this not defense? There's a good steal from Wee Laddie. He manages to get right up onto Bad Elmo, and the full clear comes down. The stack pushing up, not looking to get another early lead here. The three-pointer goes just a bit wide. Can they maintain dispossession? Yes, they can. The attack comes back. Snowy Blue finds 2.
And yet again, another early lead for Nan. 2-0. It will be Everest taking their just advantage. A nice setup, a nice recovery after that missed shot even. So another sort of aspect of high-level teams. If you miss, you don't want to sort of just give up and just retreat instantly. Like, they were able to pick it up and eventually score. So that's a good thing that most teams at this level should be having. As now Ninja Knight maybe looking for another point, just bouncing just off the wrong area of the backboard. As now Snowy Blue does pick it up, sending forward to Wee Laddie across to Ninja Knight just sending it up to Wee Laddie just a little bit high, as maybe they were looking for that cut pass, and that will be Conrad picking it up, and he will send the clear through into the mid, but picked up by Charlie again. Charlie dodging that defender. He will just send it forward past those defenders, but that Everest that quick to get together and try get back at Snowy Blue. Does get some jukes in, and back to Charlie now. Charlie back to Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight just sending it forward, and Wee Laddie maybe looking to make an attack, maybe looking for a cut pass, and we'll just go up to Snowy Blue. Snowy Blue going for the shot, but we'll just go off the head, and Wee Laddie picking up, but another stun will prevent that shot attempt, and it will be back out of the bubble.
Really good defense coming in from this Everest team. They're set up inside that bubble, making it really hard for 2 to attack. Conrad going for an open 3. That's going to ding off the shield. The risk of taking those open 3s, yeah, they can get you 3 points, but now the disc into the hands of the enemy. And as I say that, Steffo able to stun out. He was thinking about another 3, but second guessed himself, and now he's going to rely on his team and the passes to work as Conrad finds 2. It's all they needed to tie it up.
A nice good setup there from Everest as well. Those quick passing, able to just dive through that Nant defense and just quickly put it in for the 2. Tying this game up now, so will be Nant taking just advantage, rolling out. It will be Ninja Knight taking the QB. We'll send it over to Wee Laddie. Wee Laddie now sending it down to the trench this time. Snowy Blue quickly turning it for the shot, and he will actually put it in for the 3 as he was getting pressured. So Everest just not in time to stop that disc going in or covering Snowy Blue, and quick reaction speed, saw that the goal was open, and he just sent it in for the 3. So putting Nant back in the lead now by 3 points.
Snowy Blue coming into the roster and out the gate, finding himself a 3 here early in this round 2. Really nice job to push Nant up, but not going to be easy to weather the Everest storm. They are doing a very good job of setting up their attacks so far in this series, and not have put up a good defense. The question is, can they hold on to the lead they have now? Ninja Knight dives out and intercepts.
Now Snowy Blue recovering it from Nant, just looking for the clear, but it will be stopped by Martin. But Charlie with the steal, going forward, maybe looking at an open goal. He will go for the shot, but it will be just a bit high. Now bouncing around, it will be Charlie picking up and going for a shot, but it will just be just a little wide. And now Wee Laddie looking to recover. He will just send it forward as he just gets stunned out. Will not hit his target, but Ninja Knight with a slap up to Charlie. Charlie going for the shot, but it will just ding. And now Bad Elmo just sending it forward, maybe looking for the clear. Will not make his way out. Will just stay in the side of orange. Now Everest getting their first, Might in the third, picking it up for his team, just sending it back to Conrad, recognizing they need to slow this play down. They need to get it out of their side, as it is Nant in the lead, and they need to put some points on the board.
Yeah, again, another good defensive set there from Everest to prevent the attack from coming in, putting that pressure on, forcing some rush shots from Nant, and now, again, disc in their hand, trying to get the attack on him. A missed back pass, essentially a clear for the likes of Nant. The stack does have to get back quick, and Nant weren't ready for that, so they didn't set up the attack. Here comes the stack to push up through the midfield. Might have made them a little bit weak back in the goal. As I say that, the back pass allows Nant to set up their defense, and disc floating around in the midfield here as we chew down on time. 5 minutes left here in this second round.
Stefano looking to make his way forward. Conrad does try to send a cut pass, but just a little too low for his teammate to be able to catch, and now recovered by, looks like, not Snowy Blue, as he does make a stop. And Martin, if they're picking up off the head of Snowy Blue will just send that one forward, back out into the orange side. We're past that halfway mark now. Nant is in the lead as Martin does pick that up, sending it across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo getting pressure. We'll just send it forward, but it will be picked up by Ninja Knight. Ninja Knight taking his time now, just looking for the clear. They will make his way through back into the orange side, not allowing that this to stay in their side for very long. It will just take a bounce, but that quick Everest stack is there to pick that one up again and send it right back through to the blue side. That Nant stack there, trying to pick it up, and Ninja Knight will pick it up, just sending it away as that Everest stack does come through, but mine, with the slap, we'll put it in the orange, in the blue bubble, in that Nant bubble. Now Nant has to get there, and it will be Wheelad getting there first. Everest just not able to get there, but now that stack staying together. Bad Elmo sending it forward to Conrad. Now Conrad just not able to pick that one up, and it will be slapped away by Ninja Knight.
Man, and you know, the missed passes definitely being punished, not preventing those shots from even being able to get set up. Those passes not on point. And when you're in the Challenger Cup, you really got to be on point to win. Not seemingly starting to get some momentum, at least in this series. They haven't had much success throughout the Challenger Cup. They've lost 2 of their rounds so far, and you know, they definitely do want to come away with some wins here. If they can start winning now, it can maybe be where they turn that tide, they turn the corner and can compete to maintain in the master tier. So a lot on the line for this Not squad as the pass comes down the line. The setup inside the bubble goes a bit wide, bounces around. Not quite punished by the likes of Everest, but is back cleared to Ninja.
Now sending it across the Snow Blue. Snow Blue trying to get that pass across, but Steffo with the nice read will intercept that one. Now doing some juke and sending it across to Martin. Martin across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now forward to Conrad. Conrad maybe looking at an open goal. He will take the shot, and the stop from Nant will not be there as it does make its way in from 23 meters. Tie this game up now 5-5.
The danger of these low scorers, you know, it's a 1-goal lead is not necessarily a comfortable lead, especially, like I said, in this Challenger Cup, when any little mistake can get punished. And just like that, we're tied up. Not certainly we're looking to get some more points on the board when they had that lead, but couldn't find much success. Now, as it's tied up, the pressure starts to get a little bit more. They really can't afford to lose another series in this Challenger Cup because there are teams like Clockwork and Baked Potato who are playing very good today, and like Everest, who are right now have that 1-round advantage. But here comes the attack from Nant, and as I said at the back pass there, the fake out of the attack. Snowy now feeling it as the cross pass, a laser to Wee Laddie for 2.
Now Nant quick to respond again, regaining that lead by 2, giving Everest the chance advantage, and that was a very nice cut and a very quick cut, essentially giving the goalie no time to respond. Like if the goalie was saved, that would have been a godly save. But now Everest rolling out Bad Elmo, quickly sending it to Conrad in the right tunnel. Conrad sending it forward. Martin across to Steffo. A very quick attack now from Everest. They want to put some points on the borders. Wow. Bad Elmo is able to sink it, quickly responding to that Nant goal. Now tying it up 7-7.
I mean, that's what you need. This team, this Everest team, has had some great setups, some great attacks. Not have, been weathering the storm, so to speak, in this round 2. But this is what happened in round 1. These last 2 minutes, it was tied just like this, and Everest were able to come out on top. We'll see if Not can keep their pedal on the gas here going into these final moments of this round, because now is when the pressure really starts to pile on, and now is when you have to make those passes, you have to make those saves. You can't let any open threes come in. Ninja Knight on the defense. The pass goes a bit wide and is cleared out by Not. Only halfway though. Charlie gets his hands on the disc, tries to get that full clear out up through the center, and does at least get it into the midfield.
Well, looks like it is Everest getting there first. Martin with possession. We'll just send that forward to Steffo. Steffo trying to juke out that defender. We'll just send it across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo back to Steffo. Steffo ducking that first defender and tries to put it in the top pocket. Follow 2. We'll just ding off the rim. Now picked up by Wee Laddie. Wee Laddie looking to send it forward, but Martin will deny that clear. Now just looking to make his way forward. We'll send it to Bad Elmo, but Snow Blue with a nice read will intercept that one. Trying to get the clear through, and it will make its way through. That Everest stack quickly followed by that Nant stack. Charlie going for the shot. It is just wide. It will be back in the hands of Bad Elmo. Less than 30 seconds remain now. It is tied up. If Nant scores, and it could be going into a round 3, and if Everest scores, then that will be them taking this match. Or it could just be an OT if both teams hold up. Now, Charlie just picking this one up again, but Steffo able to steal it now, making his way forward. Martin going to block the goalie, trying to go for the shot. It will just be wide. It will be a missed shot, and now picked up by Snow Blue. Snow Blue just getting that slap off. It looks like we will be going into an OT.
Oh, geez, that last attempted backboard shot doesn't go in. We are going to our first overtime of this Challenger Cup. It's taken 3 rounds to get here, 3 series, excuse me, to get here, and we finally have one, Ollie. It's let's see what happens as they go in for the joust. The disc resets, everything's tied up. There's 2 minutes on the clock, and the joust goes into the hands out the gate to Everest. Deep into the zone, just floating around the goal there. The stack here to attack the pass goes a bit wide, and Charlie can clear it to the midfield.
China gets a clear out into the orange side. It is Martin picking it up for Everest, just sending it back to Conrad. Right back, a risky reset in my opinion, as Nant could have easily intercepted that and just scored and finished this round. But now there's a pass going through across to Steffo. Steffo just walking his way up. You can see that Nant stack there, and the Snowy Blue with a nice grab, a nice intercept. We'll just send that one forward. That Nant stack ready, and Charlie picking it up. We'll put it in
there
for
it
the
is.
2. Nant making a comeback in this match. They will take this second round, and we will be going into a third.
Locking in the OT when the pressure's on. Not hang in to this third series of the day and take it to a round 3. Swift, you gotta be feeling good now. They've got a W on the board, the first round win for this new Not roster.
I mean, you know how emotionally attached I am still to these guys, and I don't think that will ever go away. I mean, ultimately, some really good rounds right now. Of course, we went into OT for that round. So to take you back through it, Nant took the first lead of the game once again for this one. Nant had a few missed opportunities, but they did take control of a lot of possession. They did make all of their passes, and they were definitely in control of that game at the start. Meanwhile, Everest were a little bit rushed from that play coming through from Nant, because maybe they weren't expecting them to come through so quickly in that second round. And then we had 4 minutes with no goals. It was just back and forth, and no one could get a point in just because of the defense of both of these teams. And then Everest finally got the answer back, 5-5, and then the 2-pointers got answered back and forth. And then Nant were able to hold back that Everest pressure coming through as well. And then, of course, in OT, Charlie finishing it off. That's just about enough time as I've got. We're running into round 3. Have fun.
Oh, we're going to. It's been quite a fantastic series to tune into so far. Really glad we could deliver this to the venues crowd, the YouTube crowd, the Facebook crowd, and everyone on Twitch. We thank you all for tuning in to this extremely hype matchup. We're into round 3 of Everest versus Not. It's me, Nightfire, with 2 E's, and Ollie casting. Ollie, the shot coming in here. The pass goes just a bit wide to the back. Charlie able to clear it out.
Charlie going for the clear, but that Everest stack, it looks like it will be bad. Elmo getting there first. Not able to get that stack together, but Charlie will make his way forward. We'll try push. Conrad does receive the pass, so Conrad now sending it forward down to Martin. Martin looking to send it up to Steffo. Now Steffo looking to make his way forward. We'll send it across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo with no passes looks to reset it back to Martin at the back. Martin will just send it back forward to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo looking for another reset back to Conrad, then looking to try get set up in this bubble, looking to try and move their players forward as the pass across to Mine comes through. Mine across to Steffo, and Steffo. It's time.
Really nice setup there coming in. The attack from the back of the goal. At a really interesting angle too, utilizing that reach of the arms to set up that angle and almost hook it in on that corner. A nice job, and this is the first time Everest have taken the lead in the series, so we'll see how Not do as they go on this offensive joust and try and get onto the attack out the gate. Everest playing aggressive, able to intercept, but Ninja's here playing that backfield, ready for that push down into the zone, and is able to get the disc back into Not's hands. The attack continues for Not.
Now as the reset comes back to Conrad, Conrad just taking his time. He sees that Nant stack, and that Nant stack ready to attack, and they do attack as he's able to steal it, and he will send it in.
What?
For the 3, putting Nant in the lead by just 1 point.
They've tried to make those threes, and it has resulted in misses. You know, when they had that 5-2 advantage, that 3-point lead, they were trying to sink goals like that and missing. But here, they finally put one in, and it gets them that 1-point lead. So a huge goal to finally get sunk in there. The stack just missing that delayed pass out from the QB of Everest, but ultimately the clear comes into the hands of Ninja Knight as he's almost ready for it in the backfield.
Now the clear coming through back into the Everest side. Nant seems to have changed something, as Everest just can't have possession in the blue side that much, and as I said, that the clear does come through into the blue side. That Nant stack, they're first. Ninja Knight picking it up for Nant, just waiting for them to push forward. Now they do have the lead, so they can play this a little more patiently. Although it is not the most comfortable of leads. Just 1 point is just basically just half a goal is all you need, and obviously that's not possible. So just 1 goal will work. As now Steffo goes for the shot and he will sink it. Everest will regain that lead by 1 point. This is an extremely close third round.
Yeah, a really nice backboard shot there from the likes of Everest. You love to see those kind of attempts there. The underhand backboard shot, really nicely done to lock in those two, and hard to defend against. You know, some goalies have that quick snap reaction to make that snag, but it is not easy. Here comes a good rollout from Nant as they get set up, and as I say that, the back pass goes wide, and it's forcing Nant to push back down. Almost goes into their goal, but is saved. Almost a self-goal 3. That would have been the worst case scenario for this Nant rollout.
Now Charlie picking up, we'll just go for the reset. Snowblue able to pick that one up. Now looking for the clear maybe, or maybe it was just a pass up high. Wheeler, you're not able to pick that one up. He just lose it. Charlie picking that one up, trying to get it out. He was just getting pressure, just gets it out in time before he does get stunned. Now is Martin getting their third, closely followed by Nant. He's able to just get that clear off, but no, Ninja Knight is there to stop that one. Just sending it forward now, picked up by Wheeler. Wheeler getting pressured, not seeing that defender, and it will be Steffo picking it back up, sending it back through to the blue side. Now loose disc in the blue ball, maybe nearly going in, but Wheeler is there to stop that one just in time, and it looks like it was actually going in, but now the pass down to Snowblue looking for the clear. That Nant stack is there ready, but Badamo was up to stop that clear, sending it through, but Snowblue will stop that clear. Badamo will stop that clear, and it will send it back through into the blue side.
The back and forth in the tunnel does finally net Everest the disc, and they're pushing into the bubble. Ninja Knight dives out, forces the pass out to Bad Elmo, goes over the head of him, but Stefano in the back to snag it up, tries to go off the backboard. That goes a bit wide. Conrad able to get the disc and push it back out to Martin. The attack continues from Everest. The relentless pursuit. Ninja Knight headbutts that one, preventing that from sinking in, and Wee Laddie finally slapping the disc out on a pretty good slap clear.
Now Nant just overshooting that. If they were able to pick that one up, it would have been an open goal, but now Bad Elmo able to get there in time, trying to get the clear out. We'll just take some hits off some Geo, and it will remain in the Everest side. Conrad able to pick that one up, just backing it out to Steffo. Steffo just taking his time now. We'll send the pass across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now maybe looking to break up that stack, sending it forward to Martin. Martin just not able to pick that one up, but it will make its way through into the blue side. Everest getting there first. Steffo making his way forward. We'll send it up to Conrad. Conrad getting stuck on the backboard there. Will not be able to make his drive. Now Steffo looking to maybe pass it back to one of his teammates. That will go wide, but Conrad now picking it up, trying to maybe go for a shot, maybe a miscommunicated shot, as Charlie does pick that one up for Nant. Just slowing it down now, looking for maybe that Nant stack, and as he does attempt the clear, pass that defender, but it will not make its way through. We'll just bounce back. That Everest stack getting together. Martin the third picking it up, slowing the play down, maybe looking for a play. Now the Snowy Blue will stop that one, but Steffo picking that one up off the stun, send it up to Banamo. Banamo will put that one in for the 2.
In a great, I mean, geez, just a fantastic bit of Echo Arena from both teams there. Not doing a great job of putting a lot of pressure inside the bubble on the attack, making it difficult for that Everest team to ever really get to that point where they could attack onto the goal. But Everest just relentlessly pursuing the attack, you know, never, always snagging these rebounds and continuing to apply the pressure. You know, a really solid job from the Everest offense, and seems to have a bit of an issue as they do almost find an open 3. Wee Laddie floating in the upper half of the zone does seem to be back now and just in time as his team does get hand on the disc. As I say that, Steffo snag one's out. Wee Laddie now back on the attack.
Steffo now looking for maybe the pass across. That one will just be a bit low. Charlie able to pick that one up, just trying to clear it out of their bubble at least, but Martin quickly recovering it, not letting it go any further as he just sent it across to Conrad. Conrad now waiting for his teammates to get set up, looking for the opportunity. They have a 3-point lead now, which is still not the most comfortable of leads. It is just still 1 goal, so they still want to remain like in the lead. They don't want to mess up much, because Nant is a team that I'm confident that they can punish every single little mistake that Everest makes. As now you see that Wee Laddie with a nice cross pass to Charlie, and Charlie back to Wee Laddie, and just like that, possession has switched over to Nant.
They just can't get these clears, though. They really are struggling. They seem to be set up, ready for the attack, and then they just can't get it up through that midfield, up through the geodes on their side. And now, again, the disc back into Everest's hand. A 3-point lead, a 1-goal lead, but they're trying to make it a 2-goal lead as Martin finds an open pocket through the two defenders. They both reach for it, but can't quite get it. And a nice corner shot from Martin there.
Lovely placement from Martin as well. We'll just guarantee them that 2-point goal. 8-3 now in favor of Everest. And a placement, you know, very good, as the goalies just, like you said, weren't able to reach it now. As Ninja Knight will take it and send it across to Wheeler. Wheeler is sending it forward, but Bad Elmo, realizing what they're doing, will stop that one, will intercept it, and a clear will come through back into the Nan side this time. It looks like Everest has more possession. Conrad going for the shot, and he'll put it in for the 3. Everest now taking away their lead.
And you know, this is what whoever, I think Clockwork is going up against Everest next, and I think it's going to be on this channel. But I mean, Everest just really applies the pressure well in these last 2 minutes. They don't seem to necessarily crack under the pressure. They really are executing aggressively in moments when it's risky to get aggressive. So it's really interesting to see this Everest team play so well here up against Not, who have been honing their sword. Like I said, they've been becoming better and better over the course of the day. And, you know, a minute left. I don't think it's enough time to score, what is it, 6... Oh, quick math, geez, 8 points. I don't think they can do it, but it has been a really good display from this Not team, this new roster. They're competing against who are, in my opinion, the 2 teams that are most likely to move on here, Everest and Clockwork. They're looking very good today. Baked Potato also looking good. A lot of really good teams playing in this Challenger Cup. A lot of good games across all the channels. But either way, Not just trying to keep this close. And obviously Everest want to blow it out. 13-3 now is another 2 who gets shot in from Elmo.
I must say, a very stylish 2 from Elmo, as he did put a bit of a spin on that one as well. Very nice way to end off that round, as it will be pretty much ended off 10 points in less than 30 seconds. I don't think that's very possible. I'm not sure about you, but I don't think even Gravity would be able to pull that off, or Joker for the NA people out there.
Yeah, I don't think so either. It's too big of a lead for sure. But a fun game to tune into, and you know, like I said, we got to keep our eyes on this Everest team because they did play very well today. They had some great attacks, and I really want to see how they go up against Clockwork. That's going to be a stellar matchup, Ollie, and I think it's the next one up here on the channel. So that's going to be super hype.
Definitely will be a super hype match. I mean, they did very well in this match here, and they've been doing very well across the day. I mean, I'm not sure how they played in their other matches apart from we've seen the Baked Potato versus Everest match. They did quite well in that one, able to just kind of keep their lead, and it looks like they're well more warmed up now. I mean, I'm not sure if they did a warm-up scrim or not, because this is quite a lot of matches to play at once, so they probably wanted to keep some energy. But you know, that looks like they're definitely a lot warmed up now than they were at the start of this series. So it's just exciting to see what they'll do further on.
Yeah, and it seems to be going like that for all the teams. You know, I think Not getting more loose. So that's why I'm, excited. We're going to get into this 4th round of the day. There's only 2 more left on the docket. We have Everest versus Clockwork, and then we'll see what game we're going to be hopping into for that 5th and final matchup. But either way, it's going to be pretty hype, and I'm looking forward to these rounds. Swift, your final thoughts on Not's performance here on venues and on in this Challenger Cup so far?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, couldn't find that round. We did see some excellent defense from Nan, and I did see Beans discuss some very nice defending from Ninja Knight and the crew at the back, especially considering, I mean, it's such a jarring position to just kind of be randomly thrown in goal like that. It's a very difficult position to play. You have to direct everyone in defense, and Ninja Knight's clearly taking a very, very good position in that role, because we saw some absolutely ridiculous defense from Nant in that game. Everest just kept taking shot after shot after shot, and they made a lot of them, but there was about three minutes where we didn't see many goals from Everest, even though Nant were just struggling to get the clears. They were struggling to get the transitional play through and convert off of it, but they did have some very meritable defense in that game. And yeah, I think that's something that they should absolutely be proud of. But yeah, I mean, like you mentioned, Everest, they have a lot of pressure on that. They weren't letting anything go through, and Everest are definitely going to be a team to watch up in that Master Tier.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, we have a little bit of time, I imagine, before we get into this next game, maybe a few minutes. But, you know, I do want to point out the length. You know, Ollie, you touched on it, but it's 5 series today. You know, you're playing 15 rounds of Echo Arena over the course of a few hours. The stamina test is certainly something, and you know, it is going to be a test. We'll see if we start to see some maybe mistakes that we haven't seen so far from the likes of Everest or Clockwork, because I mean, when you get into your 10th, 11th round in a row, it's certainly a lot of Echo.
Definitely is a lot of Echo. It must be very difficult, especially like if it was like a bronze sort of cup, then I don't think it would be as hard. But considering that this is Master / Diamond, it's a lot to play. The matches are extremely fast, so it really, it's a test for like their stamina as much as it is of their skill.
Absolutely. We'll see who ends up coming out on top. We only got 2 rounds left of this EU Challenger Cup. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back with more action. Everest versus Clockwork coming at you.
They dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until, wait a minute, okay, thanks for cutting me off there, Kai. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
Defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzi. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzi going for that ceiling shot to the Law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like, I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzi with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, you know, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good look.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy wanted to go to see Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, oh, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
Hello everyone and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Tail here, which is been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save! Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth on the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pants here, going to try and get past to Japer Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there, wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
We're going to be saved by Japer Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time, 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to score this with a nice up pass onto VTX.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for Japer Jack.
Chuck not Norris right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Celicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
Another interception and another again, so just good. Absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's going to get stopped by Chuck Norris. It's a 3-point available.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here with round number 4 of the EU Echo Arena VRML Challenger Cup, Cycle 2. My name is Nightfire with 2 E's. I'm joined by my co-caster, it's me, Ollie, and also Swift on the desk. Ollie, how are you doing today?
I'm doing very good. I'm very excited for this next match. Clockwork, an insanely strong team, but so is Everest. I mean, we saw Everest, I think, twice on venues here today. And both of those matches that we saw, a very strong showing for them. Like, they're able to read, they're able to just stack, they're able to shoot, but so is Clockwork. Like, Clockwork is extremely accurate with aiming their stacks and their actual shots, so it's definitely going to be a very interesting match.
Yeah, I'm super hyped for this. Clockwork been playing really good. Everest been playing very good today. This is, right when you get into these really hype matchups in these later rounds, I think it's where the pressure really starts to mount up. You start to really feel you're getting close to being into that master tier, but you can't quite get there. And so if you lose, right, they have to win. They have to win these matches. So we'll see what we get here. I mean, Everest and Clockwork. This is the one that I think we've almost been building up to all day today.
Yeah, now we'll be getting into this first round. Clock is running down. Teams are ready in their tunnels. Now, the final 5 seconds countdown of this initial joust. And we'll be getting into this first round. And it will be Clockwork winning that initial joust. Straight into the hands of Baguette. Baguette looking to make his way forward. We'll send a pass down to Okino, and Okino will put it in for the 2 for the early lead for Clockwork.
I mean, out the gate, that's how you want to kick off a series battle like this against Everest. Putting out that pressure early, putting out that aggression early, and winning that joust instantly, sinking in a 2. Very nicely done from Clockwork. We'll see how Everest works their offensive joust as they push up into the midfield in a pretty good joust. Martin's there to snag the clear. The pass does go a bit too high and bounces off the shield, allowing for the attack to come in from Clockwork.
Now Taco picking out an up, just stolen by Martin. Now we'll look for the reset and maybe a bit of miscommunication, and that Clockwork stack flying in, and it will be another 2 points for Clockwork. Now 4-0 in favor of Clockwork.
Really nice job. Very fast attack and rebound. The intercept, it was looking like a nice setup from Everest. They had the push in through the midfield, but Clockwork just able to shut it down and prevent that the that setup from coming in from Everest, and look how aggressive this defense is as they push in, trying to threaten out this push out from Everest.
It's honestly scary how fast Clockwork are. I mean, they've only been a team for like a couple of weeks, but they're all very experienced players, and they're clearly showing that here. I mean, that stack was just insane, and then like if you make one little mistake, they will just punish you so hard for it. As we just saw earlier, they missed that single pass, and then they were able to put that 2 in. But now Martin looking to get set up. We'll send it up to Steffo. Steffo across to Bad Elmo, and Bad Elmo will sink that in for the 2. A nice cut pass. It'll be 4-2 now. Just Clockwork just in the lead by 2.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
Will now be Clockwork taking Joust advantage. Rolling out. It will be. Looks like it will be Taco taking the QB. We'll send it across to Baguette. A quick pass. I'm trying to do some juking. He will send it across to Okino. Okino just trying to back it out. Will be a missed pass, maybe a bit of miscommunication, but quickly recovering it is Taco. Just bouncing that pass off to Gio though, and that quick Everest stack coming in. Looking for the shot. Will just be a bit wide and we'll hit off the shield. It's now back in the hands of Okino. Okino will clear it forward. Will be stopped by Conrad though. Conrad sending it right back, and now in the hands of Martin. I thought Baguette was going to pick that one up, but Martin picking that one up. Looking for the cross pass. He will get it up to Steffo. Steffo not able to pick that one up. So it does just go off his head. And now a nice stun from Aries. Aries just sending it back to Taco. Taco sending it down to Baguette now. Baguette getting pressured. He will just get that out in time. And now Clockwork with that quick stack. Aries picking up, looking for the shot. And he will send it. It will just be a bit wide. And it will be missed. Now back in the hands of Martin the third. Martin the third coming in over stack partner very quickly up to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo just looking for the reset back to Steffo. Steffo will get stunned down and will be picked up by Okino. Okino doing some juking now around the Geo. Looking for a pass opportunity. We'll just send it up to Aries. Aries now looking to make his way forward. Maybe looking for the cut pass. We'll just reset it back to Baguette. Baguette will send it right across to Okino. Okino going for the shot and he will put it in for the 2.
Really aggressive back and forth here. Very quick. Between these squads. I mean, this is what you get when you get to the EU and you're getting into that master tier competition. These are two teams that very well could move on regardless, right? If they both go on to win their next matchup, depending on how everyone else has shaken up in this round robin, it could very well be Everest and Clockwork moving into that master tier, but this is what you would expect out of a master tier matchup. This is the kind of back and forth you're looking for when you join an EU master tier battle, and it is quick, it's ruthless. The push coming in, almost an attack there set up for Clockwork, but not quite, as Everest is able to battle back, and this is a very small lead, only 2 goals right now.
A nice stop from Aries. I'm not sure if that one was going in, but nonetheless a nice quick grab. Now back in the hands of Okino. Okino looking to clear that one out, but Martin will get that stun. Trying to send it back, but Okino will just recover that one and it will send it all the way out. Picked up by Okino again. Okino going for the shot, just a bit high off the goal. Now picked up by Martin, the third. Martin looking for the clear, but Baguette will steal that one right over his hands, not letting that clear go through. And sending it down to Taco. Taco maybe looking for a hook shot, but we'll just get stunned out, and by then we'll picking that one up. We'll just look for the clear and it will make its way out. Looks like that Clockwork stack will be there first, closely followed by Everest, but Baguette able to dodge them and try to send it back out, but Conrad will stop that one, but Okino will stun him and Baguette will slap it out.
Floating now into the zone of Everest. We'll see if they can prevent another goal from getting sunk in. They do manage to get the stun there on the setup and are still holding on to this tight disadvantage, I suppose. Still keeping it close here, keeping it a 4-point deficit, and they just need to get set up outside the bubble. And as I say that, maybe an open goal 3 will be what they need, as the bounce just goes wide on the lower half of the goal. Here comes the attack from Everest. The setup pass, the defense right in the face of Steffo, forcing the back pass.
Martin the third now just taking his time, looking for his open teammates, trying to maybe bring that defense in a little closer. And that intercept from Baguette now will come through. Baguette sending it forward, maybe getting the pass up. Will just be a missed pass. Everest looking to get their stacks together now. We'll go forward. Martin the third picking up, going for the shot.
Oh!
We'll just ding off the rim. Now picked up by Okino. Okino just quickly sending that one out of their bubble, out of the danger zone. Now picked up by Aries. Aries looking for the clear, and it will just take some hits off the Geo and bounce right back into the hands of Okino. Okino will just send that forward on it. We'll get stuck in the mid, but picked up by Okino again. Okino sending it forward. Maybe just a shot. Will just be a bit low, but picked up by Okino again, and he will put it in for the 2. Now Clockwork in the lead by 6.
Really nice follow-up there, and this Clockwork team doing well to just keep to maintain their lead, to maintain their advantage, and continue to burn down this clock. They've now made this a several goal lead with only 3:40 left. You know, granted, 6 points is only actually 2 threes. So it's not out of reach for something like Everest to get back into this game. And as I say that, they're trying to set up the attack. The pass goes just a bit too low, but is quickly scooped up by Martin III, keeping the Everest team in the attack, keeping them inside the bubble. There's a good pass to the bottom of the zone, and Bad Elmo finds a bit of a nice angle to thread that through for 2.
A nice setup, and Bad Elmo just plays that one too high for the goalie to catch, essentially. They will try to close that gap now, 8-4. It's a 4-point lead, so still 2 goals needed. So still not the most comfortable of leads, but still a decent lead as now Taco trying to get that pass across to Baguette. Will make his way towards Baguette. Baguette looking for the cross pass to Okina. Okina will receive that one. Okina now sending it forward to Aries. Aries maybe looking at an open goal. Maybe he could have got it past that goalie, but we'll just decide to send it across to Baguette. Baguette now back to Taco. Taco across to Okina. Okina, not Tokina. Okina just making his way forward now, just doing some juking. We'll send it back to Taco. Now Taco down to Baguette, but a nice read from Conrad. He will stop that pass and he will get the clear through.
Was that a combination of Taco and Akina at the same time? I think that's what happened there. But either way, we'll see if they can combo together to find themselves some more points, because, you know, again, it's now really just 2 twos, which is even easier to make for the like of Everest. But as the clock does tick down, the timer gets danger low. Only 2 minutes left now as the back pass to Aries goes wide. That could have been potentially the nail in the coffin, but Everest are still in this yet as we get down into that 2-minute drill, the very high pressure moments that we've seen them succeed in already.
Now Baguette just losing that one. It will be picked up by Martin. Martin going for the shot just a little wide. It will be picked up by Okino, but quickly getting stunned out. Conrad sending it up to Stefo, and Stefo dunking it in for the 2. Now only 8-6, only a 2-point lead. Everest could very well come back in this first round.
Really nice job there to find that 2, and yeah, like I've been saying, it's now it's a 1-goal lead, and Clockwork really needs something here off of this offensive joust. They need to get this set up and get this attack. They cannot allow Everest to play aggressive like they have throughout these 2-minute drills that we've seen them play. I mean, when they went up against Nantes and they had 2 minutes left, they really applied some good pressure. And so I want to see if they can do that against the likes of Clockwork, because like I've been saying, I feel like Clockwork most likely to be a team that's going to advance on into that master tier. There's a good regrab from Martin. He keeps possession as the stack pushes right into him, somehow weathering that double stack from getting hold of the disc and passing back and forth from Everest, really kicking the time down. There was an attempted shot on goal, but Taco, seemingly hiding somewhere back by goal, is able to snag it out and get it up to Aki, who pushes it down into Everest zone.
Conrad now recovering it, just looking for the pass over to Stefo. Stefo making his way forward. We'll just get the pass across to Martin. Martin now across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo getting pressure, just barely gets that pass up to Martin. Martin now getting pressured. That stack just breaking up from Clockwork. He does get the pass up to Stefo. Now Stefo looking for the cross pass. It will just be missed. They needed that one. They don't have a lot of time now. Okino looking for the clear. Will not make his way out, but picked up by Martin. Martin just sending that one forward. Now picked up by Okino. Okino looking for the clear. That one will be picked up by Taco, and Taco sending it forward. Now could be in, will not be in, but picked up by Oki. Oki will just get stunned down, lose that one, but now picked up by Martin as he does get that slap out, and it looks like it will be Clockwork taking this first round. Everest had a chance there. They had just that one missed pass to like cost them the round. They could have had that. They could have tied up that second round, or that first round even, but not able to tie up. Getting pressured by Clockwork. Clockwork doing a very good job on defense, and that front stack applying a lot of pressure, just effectively not allowing Everest to just get out of their own half.
Yeah, a really solid performance. Swift, give me your thoughts.
Well, I mean, it was a very close round the entire way through. For quite a long time, Clockwork had that 6-point lead. I mean, it was completely back and forth from about the 6th minute up until about the 5th minute or something like that, or the 4th even. Just for a few minutes in there were just no goals. It was going back and forth. Clockwork were trying to hold that 6-point lead, but Everest weren't holding, and eventually they were able to break through the defense. They got a couple of goals in but they were just a goal away for the rest of that game. They weren't able to score that final goal. Clockwork were holding them back, and they said, look, you've scored a couple of goals now, no more, and they held them down for the remainder of that round. But no, yeah, Everest got really, really close towards the end of that, and I wouldn't be very surprised to see this game go to round 3 if Everest put the sort of pressure that they were doing at the second half of this round.
Absolutely. We'll see as we get into this round 2. The joust comes out, and right away, Clockwork snagging it. They want to pile on to their early win here. They want to get right away, run this momentum in and get a nice lead. But Everest have managed to prevent that from happening. They have managed to deny the setup and are now playing around with Disc inside their zone in the bottom of the zone. And as I say that, it does look like the Clockwork attack is set up there. Baguette threatening from the back of the zone, but he's stunned out. The pass not available. Has to back clear it to Ares. Here comes the full pass in. Does float around inside the zone, but isn't picked up by anyone. The rebound grabbed by Taco, but the full force of the defense there. An open goal for a moment, but not for long. The pass to the center comes and snagged by Elmo. Full cleared out.
Clear will make his way all the way out. Picked up by Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo maybe looking at an open goal. No, as Clockwork stacks do get into defense, and now quick pass over to Bad Elmo, but losing it off the head, but he will recover that one and put it in for the 2, giving Everest the lead by 2 points.
Really nice job there from Everest to just weather that aggression. Clockwork came out, they snagged that early disc advantage. They won that joust wholeheartedly and had the attack set up, but Everest just able to play defense, prevent anything from going in, and eventually find their opportunity to clear it down range and get that attack. And it was a good clear. They've been managing to get those out of their zone when they get that disc, and we'll see if they can keep that up in this round. There's another good clear. Can the stack get down there in time? There's a bit of a brawl in the midfield. They don't need to get there. The 3 floats in from Steffo.
Everest kind of mimicking what Clockwork were doing to them in the first round. You could just see that front's like pressuring the passes, and eventually they got that intercept and the clear, which turned out to be a 3-point shot. No, now it will be Clockwork taking the joust advantage. Will be Taco taking the QB. We'll send it over to Baguette. Baguette and be looking for his forward passes, just covered by Martin. Martin not able to get that one. The pass does come down to Ares, sorry, backing it out to Taco. Taco now taking his time. Want to play this very carefully, and we'll send it across to Baguette. Baguette trying to draw that defense, and we'll just back it out to Taco again. Taco sending it back to Baguette. Baguette now making his way forward into the bubble, maybe looking for the cross pass. No, he will just put it in that bottom area of the goal for the 2. Trying to close that gap now, 5-2 in favor of Everest.
Looked like it went through the heart there of the goalie. Just a tough disc to grab. I don't think he was stunned out either. I'm trying to watch that replay, and yeah, it just looks like it was a fast shot threaded in through the center there. Couldn't get the angle onto the disc, and now it's a 3-point lead for the likes of Everest. Still, they have the lead, but it's only 1 point. It's only 1 goal away. It's only a 3 away. They're trying to pad back on, though. They want to get some more points on the board. They can't quite get up into the zone. The disc is cleared out through the midfield. Everest quick to snag it, though.
Adam picking that one up, and he will send it right back through to the orange side. And Everest stack just overshooting it, allowing Clockwork to get back. Now it's slapped from Clockwork. We'll get it out there. Bubble, Baguette now picking up, just getting stunned out and losing possession. Ares is there trying to slap that one forward. Will not make his way through as it does hit some Geo. Now back in hands of Martin. Martin just sending that one across to Conrad. Conrad getting pressure. Will send it across to Steffo. Steffo now down to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo just backing out. Will not connect as it will just take a hit off the wall, but Martin able to read the bounces. Will pick that one back up, sending it across to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now sending it back to Martin the third, trying to break up that defense, trying to just get past it. Martin now sends up the pass to Steffo. Steffo looking to make his way forward. Will not get past that goalie. Taco puts it. Taco stops that one, but just not able to get it far enough. Bad Elmo will pick that one up, and it will put it in for the 2. Now, yet again, a 5-point lead to Everest.
Really nice job there from the likes of Everest to keep piling on to this lead. 5 points now with 6 minutes left, though. A lot of time for Clockwork to work with, but this Everest team to bounce back from a tough loss in round 1 like that and make things close here in round 2, hey, just proves that they are a team worthy of competing up at the top, because they are able to keep this thing close and actually have a pretty solid lead here. They want to keep piling on. They want to get that possession and continue to move up this lead, but right now they can't seem to quite get their hands on disc. There it is, finally. There's an open goal 3 that's not going to find it in, but they are going to follow it up with the stack. They're looking for the 2, and Bad Elmo puts it in.
Everest now flying away with that lead, a 7-point lead. Bit more of a comfortable lead, about 3 points minimum to get that lead, or to tie it up, or to get the lead for Clockwork. But now, just about 5 minutes remain as Clockwork will take the Joust advantage. Will be Taco just taking his time on the Joust this time. We'll just send it over to Baguette eventually, though, as he does pull that defense in a little bit. Baguette now. It seems like the whole of Clockwork is playing this a bit slower, but Steffo, with that quick stack, is able to steal that one from Aries, and it will send it through all the way back into the orange bubble.
The disc now floating in the zone of Clockwork. Everest really doing a good job of keeping this aggression inside the Everest zone, really not allowing a ton of time for Everest to even be on the offensive. There's a great cross to Steffo. 11-2 now, and how the tides have turned. I mean, this was the scoreline for Clockwork's end in round 1.
Well, Everest, definitely a master tier capable team, as clearly they've adapted, they've changed something, and now that change has just completely switched out around the scoreline. Seems like Clockwork not able to put any points on the board aside from that too, as another intercept, another stop comes in from side of Everest. Now Steffo looking to make his way forward. We'll just put that one in again for the 2. Everest is just unstoppable right now.
Yeah, they are. Sinking that in again. Just they're almost on pace to push in for the Mercy if you think about it. I mean, look at the clock. We got 4 minutes left, and it's. I mean, we're gonna have to give Swift's opinion, but I mean, I want yours too, Ollie. How does this happen? How do you have such huge swings in these score lines?
Well, like I said, I mean, it's just with those changes. I mean, a team as good as Everest, I know they can make that change and they can make it fast. Like, they don't need to practice it. I mean, it might not be a big change, but a change nonetheless to stop that. And now pass up to Aries. Aries will put that one in for the 2. Maybe Clockwork looking to shift the momentum and maybe regain their lead.
It's yeah, like I said, they have a lot of time. 3 minutes. If they can really start to run away with this and get a good string of unanswered points. Not going to count Clockwork out just quite yet, but it really is going to take Everest to make some mistakes, and they do tend to play the later half of these rounds pretty good. We'll see if they can do that against the likes of Clockwork, because Clockwork have not been making it easy. But still, it's Everest again inside Clockwork zone, and they're just buying time. They can push this clock down all they want, but maybe more points will work. Taco with a great turnaround save there. Does push it down to his teammates Baguette, and the full clear comes in.
Everest getting there first, though. That's closely followed by Clockwork, forcing Steffo to send that one through. Picked up by Conrad. Now Conrad will just send it back down to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo now taking his time. We'll send it up to Martin the third. Martin with a quick pass across to Conrad. Conrad now just going down to the ground, trying to get that pass across. Will just be a missed pass, but recovered again by Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo sending it forward to Martin the third, but Taco, recognizing that pass, is able to cover him and deny any attempt, and he will send it through back into the blue side. Now Everest defense, you can see flying in quickly. Conrad able to pick that one and just barely clear it out as that Clockwork stack does pressure him, and now Everest with that stack pressing forward. Steffo with the disc.
Whoa, what a save. Taco somehow reaches out and snags that one. A fire shot that comes in, but not hot enough, because Taco able to shut that down. The disc now floating in the midfield as Aries pushes out from the stun and slaps disc away. Here comes the attack from the likes of Clockwork. They want to get some points on the board here in this round, prevent it from being as much of a blowout as it is. And as they say that, Aries finds a nice pass from Aki and puts it in for 2. I think it's a little bit too late. It's now 7 points, but I don't know, 2 threes and a 2. I don't think it's even possible to make in this much time.
I mean, it might not be, but maybe that opinion will change. I mean, Clockwork is a very fast team, but at the same time, Everest has some very strong defense, and they've just been super aggressive, not allowing Clockwork to do much of anything in this second round. So, I mean, maybe it's not possible, maybe it is. As now Aries just sending that one forward. It will make its way all the way out into the blue side, but that Everest start getting there first, just losing it momentarily, but by I'm able to just slap that one out back into the mid. It will just bounce back into the blue side, and now Aries sending that one forward to Baguette. Ducking that first defender, trying to get past that defense. We'll send it over to Aries. Aries trying to get it to Taco, but just a missed pass, and that slap coming through will make its way all the way back out into the mid.
Yep, and they're getting the full clear. Everest, they want to get some points back here. They don't want this to get anywhere into the hands of Clockwork, and as long as they just buy this time, it's pretty much round over. And so We're going to another round 3 is what it looks like to me, Ollie, and I can't complain. These have been some great series here that we've been able to tune into in the later half of this Challenger Cup. Both of these teams certainly delivering here today, and I mean, looking forward, if Everest can bring this level of momentum into this next round, Clockwork are not going to have it easy. They certainly need to be able to bounce back here and come out like they did strong in round 1. Maybe now is the time to get some momentum, some minimal time left. They try and set up for an attack. They aren't letting up. They didn't waste those moments for that attack. They wanted to get something going there because they wanted the momentum. Right now, this is when it matters the most. This is when these games mean the most. And I mean, Swift, what are your thoughts on this round 2 taking us to a round 3?
I mean, it was so close there towards the end. Clockwork started to pile points back on and started trying to answer back. At the start of that round, we saw Everest starting off strong, Clockwork trying to answer back, trying to defend against Everest, but they were so strong, they had so much momentum, they just piled points on points on points, and there was nothing for Clockwork to answer, really. There was no time to get any passes through, and they couldn't get the clears through either. So Everest just kept piling points, and then Clockwork at the end of that round started to try and answer back, and they started piling on a few points towards the end. And I think that's what's a little bit more important in this one, because although we're going to this round 3, although Everest has taken this round 2, Clockwork saw some signs of adapting and strength towards the end of this round. So in this 3rd round, I expect to see a very, very close round, and probably not going to see as much running away as we did in that game, because now Clockwork has had the chance to adapt against Everest at their best.
Yeah, it seems like we could be getting into a pretty close round 3 here. That's usually how these things end up shaking out when you have such large score disparities in these 2 rounds. The 3rd one usually is kept pretty close, but I'm sure Everest want to have a say in that, and they want to push up this round 3 lead early as they do get disc advantage and take it slow. They're not getting overly aggressive and rushing this offensive push.
Now pass up to Badamo. Badamo just quickly resetting that one back to Martin. Martin sending it back up to Badamo. Badamo now forward to Steffo. Steffo looking to make his way forward, but nice save from Taco. Will deny that early lead as Martin does recover it. Just sending it across to Conrad. Conrad allowing his teammates to get set up. But we'll just send it across to Badamo. Badamo looking for this way forward. We'll send a nice cut pass to Steffo. And Steffo will sink that one in for the 2. Everest with an early lead of 2 now.
Oh man, I think we had a little bit of a tech hiccup there that blocked what was a behind the back shot. What a wild snag. We won't have the replay, unfortunately, but a great kickoff for Everest to get that 2 in. What a great cross pass, and ultimately they lock in some points here out the gate early. We'll see if they can keep that momentum going, but for now, they managed to snag the offensive joust out of the hands of Clockwork. As I say that, the disc changes back and forth in the midfield.
Pass up to Conrad. Conrad not getting pressured. As I said, it does get pressured. Going for the shot. We'll just ding off the rim. Taco picking that one up. Sending it forward, but Steffo with a nice stop. Will put that one in for the 2 as well. Now 4-2 in favor of Everest. Everest looking extremely strong now in this 3rd round.
Yeah, he really is. Steffo, too, been scoring tons of points for this team. He's been consistently finding these opportunities for Everest, and geez, we'll see if he can keep that momentum going. He's certainly riding a good high right now. I think they're, well, you have to look, but I think they're undefeated right now. You know, like I said, I think both of these teams have very strong records coming in. A cross pass floats just low up against reach. Is going to let Everest clear down. I'll have to do some research on that. But either way, this matchup matters quite a bit for both of these squads. Baguette 6-2 and cuts the lead of Everest in half.
Will that be Everest taking Jazz advantage? 4-2, just a 2-point lead, a very close game. Just about 7.5 minutes remain on the clock in this 3rd round. Will be Everest just rolling out. Badamo with a quick joust. We'll send it across to Conrad. Conrad now just taking his time. They don't want to make any mistakes, like I've been saying. Clockwork is a fast team there, and they are fast to punish. Like, see that missed pass there. Clockwork just actually overshooting that one, but Badamo will pick that one up and he will send it back to Conrad. Conrad now just across to Steffo. Steffo looking to make his way forward. We'll send it down to Badamo. Badamo just missing that pass, and it'll be back in the hands of Aries. Aries now looking for the clear, but it will be stopped by Conrad.
Yeah, they've been keeping this pressure on here, and now comes the attack again. The setup around side the zone. Bad Elmo tries to get the cross, but it's slapped out by Aki. A great read from the Clockwork defense to prevent that from coming in. And it's a great clear. Quickly trying to get down, but there is Conrad riding the back of his opponent to be able to prevent what was going to be a setup for an attack from the likes of Clockwork. Now the disc floating inside the bottom of the zone, floating in the midfield. Everest looking to continue to push up their lead, but Clockwork seemingly getting aggressive here in the midfield pretty nicely. The thing is, can they set up for the attack around side the bubble? It's been tough with this Everest defense. Here comes the pass to the bottom of the zone, stunned out and cleared by Steffo.
Now Taco stopping that clear. We'll just send it down. Both his teammates missing that one actually, and it will be back in the hands of Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo looking to send it forward. Taco stopping that one again. We'll send it up to Okino. Okino not able to grab that one, and now back in the hands of Steffo. Steffo looking for the clear. Actually, no, he will just pass it up to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo trying to slow the play down now. We'll just opt to go for the clear. They will make his way all the way out this time, but that stack from Clockwork quickly there to pick it up. Aries with the clear will make his way all the way out. Now Steffo picking that one back up. He will send it forward back into the Clockwork side, but Clockwork is there first, just overshooting that one actually. That Everest stack trying to pick that one up. Bad Elmo will pick that one up, send it forward, but Aries with a nice intercept will stop that pass attempt, and he will clear it back out. And now Clockwork, but Baguette picking that one up again and sending it across to Aries. Aries sending it down to Taco. Taco will be looking for a shot. It will just go up. We'll just ding it off the rim though, but back in the hands of Okino. Okino game pressure. We'll just get that pass across to Aries. Aries looking to make a I can't speak, but a nice pass comes to Baguette. Baguette will put that one in, tying this game up 4-4.
Oh, they're playing it so quick. I don't blame you, Ollie. I mean, these passes are laser fast, and that's what you need to get through that Everest defense. You need very quick passes to pull that defense out, just like they did. I think that almost could have been a 3, but Baguette guides it in for 2. I think that backboard shot would have gone in. But either way, it's tied up now, and I'm sure Clockwork feeling good here as we get into the later half of this round 3. This is exactly what we were expecting, what Swift sort of predicted in that desk, that this is going to be a pretty tight round 3, and here we are, tied up, pushing down into the later minutes of the round.
Martin just looking to maybe slow the play down now, bringing that in that Clockwork stack. That Clockwork stack just quickly dashing around, but they will just break up, and Martin maybe looking for the forward pass now. We'll just bounce up, but in the hands of Conrad. Conrad look, waiting for his teammates to get open. A quick pass up to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo was not ready for that one, however, and Baguette will pick that one up. Looking for the clear now, and it will make his way out all the way into Everest side. Everest getting there first. Conrad just overshooting that one, maybe trying to get to the goal first. Steffo picking that one up though. We'll just look for the clear, and it will make us way all the way back out into the Clockwork side. Clockwork overshooting that one, but Martin picking that one up, sending it down to Steffo. Steffo the pass down to Conrad. Conrad going for the shot on the stunned goalie, and it will be Everest regaining their lead by 2.
And I mean, this is what, yeah, this is perfect. It takes very good passing to score when teams are playing this good. And that's what Everest did. They executed on some great passes inside the bubble to get them that 2. And, you know, hats off to the attack. It's tough to defend against it through this defense. Here comes another quick pass up to Aries, and they're trying to set up for the attack right away. The Clockwork team pushing up, but instantly stunned out by Bad Elmo. And here comes the stack, the push down in. Taco rides his opponent and gets there first, fortunately enough for the likes of Clockwork.
Now Okino just picking that one up. We'll send it forward past the defense and past his teammates, now in the hands of Aries. Aries looking for the pass opportunity. We'll just send it back out to Okino. Okino looking for the full reset all the way back out to Taco. Taco now just making his way forward, trying to look for the push. We'll just send it across. Just a missed pass as Okino does look to recover. He will recover it. Now looking for his pass opportunity. Will not make the decision fast enough as he is stunned out by Martin. Martin the third now picking up this disc, sending it forward, maybe looking for a dribble. Tackle, slapping that one right back through into the blue bubble. Now it will be Bad Elmo picking that one up again, trying to go for the clear, maybe the slap clear, but Okino not stopping that one. Maybe looking for a quick pass up to Aries, just a bit wide, but Aries able to recover. Looking for his teammates, we'll send it across to Baguette. Baguette now on an open goal, will take the shot, and it will quickly tie this game up again, 6-6.
Are we chugging towards an overtime again, Ollie? Could it be that we get into this round 3 OT? I mean, plenty of time. 2 minutes, 2:15 on the clock here, so we're certainly not out of the woods yet for either one of these teams. They're going to want to attack. Here comes the clear, the stack up, but the clear out does bounce a bit awkwardly off of that corner, and the stack doesn't get it. Here comes a shot on goal off the bottom of the trench, but it gets intercepted. I don't know if it had the right trajectory either, but either way, prevented from being a potential 3, which really would be exactly what Clockwork's looking for. There's a nice slap clear as soon as it passes up. Conrad has a 3-point op, and he finds it. 9-6 now with a minute 40. A huge 3 gets sunk in.
I think that was the first 3 of this game as well, of this round even. Like, just shows that not a lot of open goal opportunities, but even that one small open goal just may have cost them the round. I mean, 3 points with just a minute and a half. I mean, considering the defense and how strong both teams have been in this third round, it could be very difficult to get that third point, those 3 points.
Yeah, they need, if anything, a pair of 2s right now, and they need to do it in 30 seconds apiece. As the clock does tick down, it works for Everest. You know, they're perfectly fine holding this disc, bouncing it around between their teammates, just keeping it in their possession and preventing Clockwork from even having an opportunity to set up an attack. And as the clock ticks down, that 3 becomes forced. And so now, you know, this Clockwork team has to wait for that 3 to be set up. They can't afford to attack inside the bubble. It's not going to be enough points. And you can see right there, Baguette doesn't go for the 2 because he's inside the zone. He has to push outside of the bubble to get that 3, and it makes it that much more difficult to really get the setup and attack. And Everest able to work with this and again, tick time down and maybe put a few more points on the board. Taco says no sir, slaps it away. The rebound there, the shot, the 360 comes in and misses. Ding from Elmo, and the clear comes all the way down into the midfield. Oh my gosh, just juked out. The stack tried to get that intercept. 15 seconds left. They have to score an open goal 3 here. They're pushing up. Is this an opportunity? No, Taco can't get there in time. They get back to defend. The disc floats now in the midfield, and Everest just trying to get possession as this timer ticks away. Everest, with their 3-point lead, lock in the win and take this round 4 series from the hands of Clockwork. What a way to finish.
What a way to finish indeed. And I definitely want to hear, Swift, what are your thoughts on that last round?
I mean, that was just absolutely ridiculous. And if anything, I'm glad that what I said was absolutely true. You know, we saw a very, very close round. It was. I don't think any team went a point or 2 goals ahead of the other team past the start of the game. It was constant answering back. It was alternating and scoring from both of these teams. And although Everest pulled through at the start and they looked very strong at the start, Clockwork immediately responded, which I honestly really didn't expect. Everest were looking really strong coming into this third round, and Clockwork absolutely pulled it back, and they were able to bring it through all the way through the round. And then Conrad comes out with a 3-pointer from nowhere with a minute remaining for Everest, and they managed to pull it through with that 3. When you score a 3 with less than a minute remaining, it's really bad news if you're the other team. You have to force a 3-pointer. You can't score anything that's not a 3 at that point, or you have to score 2 2s and kind of gamble it that way. But I mean, an absolutely fantastic game, and I'm glad I was part to spectate it.
Yeah, no kidding. We have one more round in this Challenger Cup left. On this channel, on venues, on YouTube, on Facebook, we will be bringing you Baked Potato versus Clockwork. So we're going to see if Clockwork can manage to take a round against Baked Potato in what is a very important series to win. I don't know exactly where everyone sits, but I think there's at least 2 or I know that it's Clockwork, Everest, and I believe Baked Potato are the ones really competing right now. Exploited, I think, also has been doing well today. I don't have the bracket in front of me, but we'll be sure to update you when we come back for that final matchup of the day. You'll be joined by Sputnik and Swift to round out this EU Challenger Cup, and then don't forget we have the NA Challenger Cup a little bit later today. With, again, 6 rounds of high-octane action. You do not want to miss it. Be sure to stick around, though, for this final round. We'll be right back.
They dedicate one person to that disc in the middle, and they have 3 people setting up along the mid side. So they have the regrabs until they reach that bow tie section, and until wait a minute. Okay, thanks for cutting me off there, Kai. Let me get back to it. No, I can't get back to it after that shot. What a brilliant shot.
Defend from his attackers, getting it back to Vanzi. Project Mayhem now going for another approach. Vanzi going for that ceiling shot to the law to Palace. Palace going for the shot, but it looks like I believe he got stunned, which probably put his shot awry. Vanzi with a steal and shot, but a great save. I'm not sure which Joker player it was, but nonetheless, you know, cat-like reflexes there, denying that goal, keeping their 8-point lead.
Phoenix's defense, but we'll get the clear up, but bouncing on the wrong side of the tunnel now. The long shot from Sniper. Wow, now that will put them at a 10-point lead.
2 monitors. Make that 3 takes. What am I hiding? Well, many things. Speedy Felix.
Like what they did when they did have the offense, right? They were working up the floor slowly on their roll-ups and such, but it's just not having any good look.
What up? And off of the head. I don't know about that decision. Andy sending this one up to Ender. Ender not able to get the grab, still loose. Mozzie gonna pick this one up. Mozzie sending that one up to Jiggy. Jiggy wanted to go to see Jason under pressure. Nice movement there. Mozzie, oh, the stop. Cruising. What's he got, a 7-foot wingspan? What was that? This one down in the bubble. This could be the ice. It is. Dusty there on Baker. Ecstatic going down there to Bally. And Bally is going to get that one in for the 2, and that's going to put Antimatter up by 4.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to VR Master League here in the EU Cycle 1 Challenger Cup. In this Challenger Cup for North America.
And I'm excited to see these matches. I'm excited to start off this Challenger Cup.
If you're not sure what we're getting into today, you're not prepared.
This is the most hype moment of Season 3 so far.
Teo here, which has been a team for a while. I mentioned it earlier on in the first match, and that is an immediate goal.
Penalty on the cameras. Go Gators! And of course, Sir Dibwe right by my side, and let's go.
Yeah, and real quick. Oh my God, are you serious?
Well, guess what? We went
2 seconds.
Blink and you'll miss it. So that's going to be an immediate return as well.
That another interception by Blank, and they're their first.
Oh, nice save! Rusty Robots, all they have to do is run down the clock. Now Beach Player with another opportunity to seal the game here.
Fortunately, just a little fumble, and now passing to Sweet Tooth. Sweet Tooth to the backboard, slapping it in.
To Twang Pante, going to try and get past to J for Jack under the goal, going to get the dunk.
Going for a send potentially to the right shoulder. Does have teammates across the bubble. Might cross it in. That's going to be the pass. The finish from Area Knight. What a play.
Happen as I just say it there. Wolf there. Wide open shot going off that backboard. He's going to find that.
He's going to be saved by J for Jack now. Going to be taking that long shot. In fact, Grimy.
They still have time. 1 minute, not a lot of time, but they need to score this with a nice top pass onto BTS.
Aim, it's kind of just playing that time and just playing as cleanly as you can. Speaking of clean, the shot coming through for J for Jack.
Chuck not Norris right here, looking to get that one out, but Beach Player kind of fighting back and forth. It's going to be a one-on-one with the goalie here, and it's going to be Selicoid finishing that one off for Rusty Robots.
And another interception and another again, so just good absolutely excellent positioning.
Having a lot of chaos. Nice offensive move by Ling.
Now Blank winning that disc straight back. Another strike from Strike.
Winner. Now it's interception by Wolf. It's gonna get stopped by Chuck. Not knowing who has a 3-point available. Gonna go for the half court. It's gonna bounce in. Nice shot by Chuck. This next point is gonna be critical for each team. Which Beach player with a 3-point opportunity gonna stink it in.
Passing around, trying to bring in on the baked potato goalie, and just like that,
make its way to him as well. The cross pass coming through from Conrad. Another cross pass from Steffo.
There's no goalie there, so if they can win this race, which is just like that Beach player, gonna be
now Caesar with the cross pass does not make it. Tries to shoot negative with an amazing save.
But Grammy trying to take this one. Not going to go to Twang Pants. The cross pass quickly to Padish, putting it right into the top of the goal.
And they've got the stack first to get there. Another open 3-pointer, and it's in.
All doing nice pass onto Grumpy. Grumpy tries to juke out the player. Gets one more pass onto the shield.
From Wrath, and will not be there. The first attempt or the second. Steel Sky in the hottest second. That is Molten Steel in the goal.
Steel Curtain strikes again. Moonface. That's Robots came very close to taking that third round as well. But we're going to get into the second round of this one between and oh my God, again. The same team. It's the same team.
Chuck is just going to look up high. Maybe a self bounce trying for that, but instead a turnover and maybe even. It's Caesar.
But the clear from Blank right there, going for the save. Bad Elmo.
Previously I'm Ding. Oh, what a setup. Oh, what a buddy. Double stun there. They've got some numbers here coming in. Link 1 setting up Chuck, not Norris.
They're adapting to Everest. They realize they're relying on these stocks, but Steffo.
Send this one down. They're going to get down there first. Picked up there by Link 1. The stop. Steel Skydiver is ridiculous.
That is just nasty. Gotta do it again, though. Oh, he will. Steel Sky has gotten to a new level.
Who's under pressure, sending it back. Saluna's the only one there. Saluna has Caesar up ahead, taking the shot. Is it going to be on? It is. 41 meters out from the other side of the tube. Chocolate, a boost here. They're going to look for a dribble. No, Lit's just going to peel off. Sweet Tooth sending it across. What an interception by Saluna. She's lining up the shot. No way. No way.
This is Echo Arena.
Hello and welcome back to the 5th and final round for today's EU second cycle Challenger Cup. I'm Sputnik Cobra. I'm joined by my co-casters Swift and Nightfire on sidelines, and so much for subtlety running camera. So this is the 5th and final round of today for the EU Challenger Cup, and apparently it's a little bit complicated, Swift.
Yeah, so this game, if exploited, win. It's going to come down to goal difference, and if not goal difference, round difference, and then goal difference in that order. So yeah, it's going to come down to the wire here. But if Everest win this, they're going to be undefeated, and they're going to guarantee their spot in Master Tier. So this is going to be a very... there's a lot riding on this match, basically. Also, it lies on... for Exploited, how Clockwork do in their games, because they're at the same record right now. If they do well in their games, they also have an opportunity to come through to Master Tier, the same chance that Exploited does. But yeah, if Everest wins this one, they guarantee their spot. So interesting game, and I'm excited to be a part of it.
Absolutely. So we will be seeing non-esport being relegated back to the Diamond Division after today. And they've got their new roster. They're making a lot of changes. And these newer teams, like you had just said, Swift, they're very excited for the possibility of entering that Master Division and what it has in store for them. And Nightfire, we saw you cast the previous 2 rounds for the Challenger Cup. How are you feeling?
Oh, I'm great. I mean, I can't even imagine now, you know, when you're so close. It's just within reach. The master tier is right there for these teams. Some of these squads relatively new, and I'm very interested to see how Everest and Exploited duke it out as we dive into this round.
And with that, this is the start of the first round of this matchup, the 5th round of the tournament. This is Exploited versus Everest. Everest in orange, Exploited in blue. And with a neutral joust, it will be outside the bubble of Everest being slapped through now. Exploited trying to recover on defense.
Yeah, Exploited able to recover here. Lindaway taking this through, and Exploited as well coming in through with some roster changes here. As Sir Dominic, in fact, I was just about to mention his name, makes the 3, and he's going to put that one in, take the first few points here for Exploited. But Sir Dominic joining here in place of Galti, who left a couple of weeks ago, I believe. So yeah, I mean, a roster change, but clearly not finding any mistakes in the offense so far. Sir Dominic's coming in with the first 3 now, just advantage to Everest.
So Martin III holding from Nest, looking for an opportunity, not getting pressured just yet. Conrad changing positions from Bo, trying to preempt this stack that's looking to anticipate this pass. But, you know, you see Everest right now, they're taking their time, they're trying to find an opportunity. They're only down by 3 points. This is the start of the first round. And then we'll send the first pass to the left wall. Stefo now with possession, trying to find an opportunity, sending along the floor, trying to find that bounce pass, but they're going to lose possession, and they're going to get it right back. So Bad Elmo is going to lose it again, and Linderway now with the clear through 2.
Yeah, a couple of interceptions coming through from both teams, but at the end of the day, it's going to be coming back to Everest, and they're going to reclaim this disc in defense now. The back pass coming through to Martin III, putting all the way through, but some nice positioning there by Beaver in the midline for Exploited. So now the shot coming through, in fact. Dominic taking it in for his second 3-pointer of this game, and we're only a couple minutes in.
Sir Dominic getting that forward advantage, getting behind that backline player, at least having that angle behind the backline player, not able to recover on defense is Everest. So Exploited now with the 6-point lead. Quick rollout from Everest, really well executed. Martin III now sending it up to ceiling. Stefo with possession. Stefo driving into the bubble, gonna go for the shot, and the save from Dave Stand, but Bad Elmo is gonna stun him out and put that one right in the goal.
Yeah, luckily Elmo there to recover that one, but an excellent headbutt save from Dave Stan, but he just had to stand there and watch the goal get put in right in front of his head again, because he was stunned out. So unfortunate there, but a good attempt on the defense by Exploited, and now they're going to go through with an immediate rollout. Not quite going to work out though. So now Everest trying to maintain the ultimately the momentum they've built up in the last couple of games. A 3-point shot coming through from Beaver, not quite hitting the target. Martin though getting stunned away right next to the goal, and Lindaway going to put that one straight into the goal. Now 8-2. Exploited looking really strong in this game, and they look like they're going to try and take this one to the tiebreakers.
Maybe Everest wasn't communicating the sense of urgency that Martin needed. Martin could have gone for the slap, but you know, this is the top level. This is the teams trying to make it into the master tier, and the intensity is there, and the errors, they really punish you.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately in this tiebreaker situation that Exploited may or may not know that they're in right now, they've got to try and find as many points as they can, because it might come down to they both have the same amount of rounds and games, in which place is going to go to the points. But Stefo's going to put this in for the 2-pointer in terms of Everest, and they're gonna try and come back with another 2-pointer here. But Exploited can still have joust advantage. They've still got that momentum going for them, and I mean they really have to find as many points as they can in this round if they want to have as much chance as they do want to have in the tiebreaker.
So a loss of possession there on that rollout. Conrad at the back line will find possession. Martin III sending it back to Conrad, but that might be near the goal. It was very close. Recovering it will be Everest. Everest actually not able to get that pass off the floor. Beaver will pick it up for Exploited. So Exploited now with possession. Dave Stand sending it forward to Beaver. Able to pull out that forward defender from Everest. And maybe a loss of possession, maybe a loss of the grab, but they're going to be able to recover it. Dave Stan now with it. Dave Stan has a pass opportunity at the ceiling, driving in to the bubble and taking the shot at 3 meters. Now a 6-point lead to Exploited.
Yeah, really difficult one for the goalie to read there. Dave Stan coming in with the shot to the pocket. And I mean, ultimately for the goalie, it's really difficult. 3 meters out. Really hard situation in defense for Everest. They're going to look to come straight back, though, and answer back with these points. Now Conrad with the joust advantage, taking this to Steffo, and Everest with a relatively quick joust here, putting it close to the bubble immediately, but the back pass coming through again to Conrad, so trying to find this pass, trying to control the possession above the goal. The pass to Martin III, and that is a quick and simple play, but very effective from Everest.
Everest able to thread these passes through this defense. Exploited's defense doesn't look too cohesive from these past few drives from Everest. Everest making some errors and turning it over, but they were flawless on that one. So now with possession is Exploited. Dave Stan sending it to left too.
And now the bounce. Oh, not just denying that pass to Lindaway. Now coming back in defense is Conrad for Everest. Now he's going to look to just back this one out, try and take their time with it. The 3-man stack coming through from Exploited, not quite going to work out, but they are still putting on plenty of pressure. This is where Everest need to push it through. There's 3 people in their bubble, and all they have to do is clear this down and stack to the disc. There's no one there, but they don't take advantage of that, and it's going to be Exploited again with the disc, slapping that through. The stack is there to recover, but Everest just getting their hand on the disc pretty briefly there, and the slap comes through here from Exploited, but goes straight back into the hands of Everest. So some quick interceptions, and Martin in the bubble here, and this game, but maybe just need to go for a straight up 2-pointer, because right now they're down 4 points and they really need to find something here. 3 minutes remaining though, so Bad Elmo going for another one again. This time he's going to go for a straight up shot, making this 8-10. Now Everest starting to come back.
So only a 1 possession advantage to Exploited. Less than 3 minutes on the clock. Joust advantage now to Exploited. Exploited has to extend their lead. They need to get a bigger buffer room against this Everest team. Dave Stan to QB. Dave Stan sending it immediately to the right to Beaver with possession. Beaver sending it down to the floor to Dominic. And now they're going to send it back to that backline player, but it's not going to be on target. They're now scrambling for possession. Beaver is able to recover it, and they're going to slow it down.
Yeah, now Lindaway to, trying to get to Dave Stan, but Bad Elmo perfectly positioned in defense, and the stacks immediately through Martin with the disc, and there's an open goal. Gonna take the shot, not quite gonna make it, but Bad Elmo there to recover off of the ding. So well-placed players there in the bubble. So even though not making those 3 points, still gonna make the 2, and 10-10 now, and just advantage to Exploited. Let's see if Exploited can build back up that momentum they found in the first half of this round.
That 3 would have really helped them, but they were able to get the 2 points on the board, able to tie it up, able to cover this distance against Exploited. Exploited now rolling out quickly, an interception happening. Steffo trying to get this clear through. Actually, Bad Elmo able to find it through. It's going to bounce off the wall of the tube. Now in the bubble of Exploited. This defense is recovering, getting possession, getting stunned out. Not able to recover it, though, is Everest. A slap out will come through. It's outside of the bubble. It's tied up. Bad Elmo with possession. Bad Elmo sending it down. That pass is not going to be on target. The goalie coming out, not able to find it. So it's still in the hands of Everest.
On a quick cross pass, looking to find Bad Elmo there, I believe, on the cut from Everest, but not quite making it all the way through. An interception from Exploited, and they're going to try and find something in offense now. Beaver walking this one up for a 1-on-2, jumps past Martin, but no. Martin able to grab his leg and just crawl his way up towards the disc there. Bad Elmo looking to walk this one towards the midline now, and Everest looking to set up on offense. The stacks coming through, and the pass coming through quickly as well. It's a 2-on-2 in the bubble, but Dave Stan intercepts on the cross pass. Excellent defense, and now looking to translate into offense. A 3-point shot coming through, not quite on target.
But with possession now is Sir Dominic sending that pass forward to Beaver. Beaver's going to get stunned out by that retreating defense. An interception happening right outside the bubble. Sir Dominic's not able to do anything with it. So Everest now with this clear. Approaching 30 seconds on the clock. Forward positional advantage to Everest. The shot coming through, is it going to be on target? It's going to ding, and they needed that. That might have been the first round. Recovering now is Conrad. Conrad sending it up to Bad Elmo. Bad Elmo trying to find the angle, finding it at 7 meters. That's only a 2, though. That's only 1 possession advantage. This could get tied up. This could go into overtime. 18 seconds on the clock.
So they have just under, I think they have about 7 seconds here to get this through. I think Bad Elmo tried to find the 3-pointer, but found the 2. Let's see if it means anything here, though. The clear going through doesn't quite find the player, and it's going to be Everest taking this first round. And it seemed like Exploited were really, really strong towards the first half of this round, but Everest able to bring it back and bring just about as strong as a position as they did for the rest of this cup.
What a first round, and I know Nightfire has some things to say about it.
Oh yeah, I mean, hey, I'm reporting in from the sidelines here, so I'm gonna put the whole picture together. And spoiler alert, the other match that's live right now. So guard your ears if you want to go watch the VOD later. But Clockwork have just mercied Baked Potato in round 1, 23-3. So right now, you know, this Exploited team is really has a tall order ahead of them. They have to beat Everest in these next 2 rounds, and they got to do it with a little bit of style. They got to get some good points on the board. They cannot have Everest winning rounds, let alone keeping them as close as they did. And I think out the gate, they had that sort of momentum. Exploited, really surprising me. I came in thinking Everest 4-0. They've been looking very clean today. It's at least going to be close, but they came out early with a very nice lead, and Everest ultimately able to bounce back from that, keep things close, and then somehow find the 2 in the last 45 seconds. Really good work from that Everest team to perform under the pressure, because like I'm saying, this is their chance at Master Tier on the line. We'll see how they duke out round 1 as we dive in.
So Bad Elmo will get possession, sending it up to Martin the Third. Martin the Third now sending it down to Steffo, but it's a loose disc. Able to recover it is Everest, sending it back to Bad Elmo. And 15 seconds off the clock, and they're looking to put points on this board.
Yeah, Martin getting this quickly through to Steffo there. Really clean rollout, by the way, from Everest. And bouncing up to Conrad here, but just not able to grab the disc. And now Lindaway trying to find hands on the disc, but Steffo with the interception. Sir Dominic grabbing it right back, though. The clear not making it all the way through. So Everest with another attempt on offense here. The pass coming up to Steffo, waiting for Bad Elmo to get into position. No, just going to trade stuns, so takes the one-on-one. But Sir Dominic is there to save the day and get the stun.
And Steffo thinking that they had an easy 1v1, but that retreating defense would get the stun. Everest now with possession in their backcourt. Martin the Third with that soft back pass to Conrad. Conrad now sending that clear through the tube. These stacks have to get forward. They have to get back on defense. This lone player is going to be outpaced, and that off the backboard. Dave Stan's going to find that save. So Everest not able to convert on that attempt.
Yeah, and I mean, it ultimately comes down to when you're in that position, you have to take either the tight angle or the backboard shot. The backboard shot comes in slower, but gives you a wider angle, and Steffo able to save, in fact, the other shot, which was just straight on there from the back line. So excellent defense from both teams now, and Lindaway trying to recover from Exploited, but not first to it. Conrad finding an open 3, gonna snipe it in from 21 meters out. That's the first 3 points to Everest.
That one defender from Exploited was so close to Conrad. Conrad pushing off the ceiling, finding that narrow angle and sinking it. Now a 3-point lead to Everest. Exploited would take the lead in the first round and lose it. Everest taking the first round. And now Everest really coming out strong, getting that stun in the tube. Now with possession, Martin the Third sending that one forward. The stack not able to find it before it bounces off the Geo, so they're not able to capitalize on that one. And it's a loose disc at the floor.
The pass coming through now to Steffo. Looking at a 1-on-2 situation, in fact 1-on-3 now as they start to pressure in, but Martin looking for the pass, the cut pass, just getting past Lindaway, but the shot hitting the ding, and Martin looking for it at the back line once again for Everest, just waiting for his players to get unstunned and in position. Steffo here, the first pass, and the second one coming to Conrad, and looking to set up once again. Bad Elmo with another cut pass, and getting so close to the goal. Really difficult shot to save there, and Everest are playing this beautifully in the bubble.
Everest is playing at the top of their game. They're looking clean, they're looking crisp, and everything is on target. 5-point lead now to Everest. Joust advantage to Exploited, and they need to start putting points on the board. Dave stands to send it left too. That defense is gonna send 3 challengers forward. One on the on the pass, 2 to receive the interception. And that's just flawless execution from Everest.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, as Nightfire mentioned earlier on, I mean, this could go down to score, and oh, the snipe from Sir Dominic's going to certainly help with the score from Exploited. But I mean, yeah, as we mentioned, Exploited are going to have to absolutely run away with this game, and it also lies on Clockwork's game, and that's if Exploited take this to 3 rounds and win 2 rounds. If not, Everest are guaranteed the spot in Master Tier. So there's just a lot of little things riding on this game. Exploited, they have to play this absolutely immaculately if they want to get into Master Tier.
So Everest with that forward pass along the wall. Bad Elmo trying to find that pass to Martin, but it's going to bounce off the Geo. This is another chance for Exploited. It's going to bounce off the Geo back towards mid. Now at lower trap. Going to be picked up by Conrad. Conrad losing it to that stack. Pursuing it will be this Exploited offense, but able to recover is Everest. So they're going to hold on to this 2-point lead for just a little bit longer. Sending it now through mid for that clear was Everest. They have that lone player down in the bubble. Do they have enough time? Steffo with possession. Steffo off the Geo. Steffo sending it to that cut, and Conrad going to finish it off. So 2 points to Everest. They are just looking so good right now.
Yeah, and Steffo could have just gone for the shot against those 2 defenders, but he saw Conrad and he had the patience to wait. And sometimes it's really hard to hold that shot back. All you want to do is send it at the goal sometimes. And there was some just beautiful communication coming through from Everest there, indicating that they had an extra player. They should just wait a little bit longer, and wait they did, and they got absolutely benefited from that play. So now Exploited looking to try and answer back on these uncontested points here from Everest so far. So Dominic receiving the disc in the line of Everest here, but not quite able to do much with it. The Everest stack is able to deny everything, but the clear not quite coming through. Dave stand back with the disc, but the pass not quite hitting, and now Steffo looking for maybe this 3-point shot, more of a clear for the stack that's coming through. Martin and Conrad here trying to walk this one through the bubble. No, just going to bat this one out, but Ban Elmo doesn't have a lot of time. Maybe he didn't know that. Sir Dominic now floating towards the disc. He's got an open 3 on a tight angle, but he takes it and it hits the shield.
And Exploited had that forward advantage. They had 2 players boosting into the bubble of Everest, and that shot's going to be stopped from Conrad, but they didn't take it. They should have sent that forward into the bubble instead of taking that shot that would bounce off the shield. They're down by 4 points. That's 2 possessions. Martin III now with possession at the back line, and now they're looking to do some clock management. There's 4 minutes on the board, though.
Yeah, and I mean, it was a pretty clutch stun in the defense there, because this game would have been 10-3 if it wasn't for the save earlier on. But Conrad going to put that one in, make this 9-3. In fact, making it really difficult for Exploited. But yeah, I absolutely agree. There are certain 3-point shots that you can take with confidence that your teammates are going to be able to recover it from. But that is not one of them. Taking it from under the shield, it's so dangerous. If you happen to hit that shield, it's going the opposite direction, and none of his teammates were ready to recover. It was just a really, really bad shot to take in that moment, but hopefully they can recover from this for the sake of taking this game to 3 rounds and making this exciting.
So Beaver with possession, setting it up. That cut's not going to be on target, but retrieving it off the wall ceiling is Sir Dominic. So Dominic's going to lose it to this Everest defense. Everest now with this clear, looking to get it at the ceiling, and getting it will beat Conrad, and he'll miss the shot. That was another good opportunity for Everest, not able to capitalize on it. But they have 6 points right now. They just need to maintain this lead, and they'll come away with this 2-round sweep.
Yeah, Steffo, I believe, taking that paper-thin angle shot, not quite capitalizing. But Dave Stan looking for this cross to Lindaway, was just going a little bit too quickly, not able to capitalize on that pass. And now Steffo taking it. They're looking for maybe this full-court shot, lines it up, not quite on target. And now Martin III riding Sir Dominic here at the in his own half. And looking to get this leech. He's able to get the stun, so Bad Elmo able to take this one in. It's a 3-on-3 in the bubble, and now Steffo looking to walk this one in on the stun. Sir Dominic dunking it into the bottom of the goal. Absolutely no chance for Exploited to save that. Beautiful offensive play from Everest. They're looking so strong going in, and it looks like they're ready to take on the teams in Master Tier if Exploited do not pull something absolutely incredible out right now.
What a graceful and powerful looking dunk from Steffo. He had that arm extended, found the pass, didn't even move the arm until they needed to dunk, and that just looked so good from this Everest offense. So now with possession is Beaver. They're down by 8 points. Less than 2 minutes on the clock, sending it up to Dave Stan. Dave Stan's gonna put 2 points on the board, but they're running out of time. They need to start making stops against this Everest offense, and they need to start converting.
I mean, we talk about well-placed shots, as that last one was a dunk, but that is an excellent shot from Dave Stand here. Sees the goalie's position and shoots in the opposite corner, and would you look at that? The goalie's reach just is not long enough. And it looks like Everest looks like they're immediately trying to come back with another three-point shot, but there was Sir Dominic waiting, ready for the save, and he did get the save. So Beaver looking for the three-point shot, gonna find it in fact here for Exploited. So is this the start of this recovery? They just need one more of those.
So approaching 1 minute on the clock, 3-point lead to Everest now. Beaver finding that razor-thin margin to find that shot. It would ring just a little bit off that crossbar. 50 seconds on the clock. Everest now with possession. More in the third to QB. Immediately getting challenged by that stack from Exploited. At the ceiling is Conrad. Conrad trying to find the angle. Does get it down to Bad Elmo. You can see this full court pressure from this defense. This long shot coming through. It's going to bounce off the Geo. Stevo's going to get the stun. Stevo now sending it forward. It's going to bounce off the post. Able to recover it and getting stunned out. Will be Stevo and Linderway trying to find that clear. This is a chance for Exploited, but they just need to find possession now.
If I'm Everest right now, I send Conrad all the way back to goal because that ain't happening. They saw the shot Beaver's just made. If they lose possession here to Beaver and Dominic, they could go for that long shot and they could make it. But no, Martin getting it here. So Dominic ready for the clear. Is the stack ready? No, it doesn't matter. Conrad intercepting at the midline. That's going to be the ice on this game. Everest taking this in 2 rounds. And Everest putting the icing on the cake with yet another goal from Bad Elmo. And Everest are going into the master tier.
What a great game from Everest, and what a great game to Exploited. But Everest at the top of their game. If they can carry this performance into the rest of their matches in the Master League, they're going to do very well. And Nightfire, what have you have for us?
You know, Everest just really coming out here and playing a perfect Challenger Cup. Undefeated all the way through, winning every single match. They had some close ones, you know, their round 2s did get close often, you know, not obviously almost coming back in their round, you know, here Exploited nearly coming back in round 2, but they kept winning. And that's what matters because they are now moving into that master tier. I'm currently tuning in also to the Clockwork Baked Potato match. Currently, they are winning 14-4 with 2 minutes left. So it's looking like Clockwork will also be moving on into the master tier. And honestly, I'm really looking forward to these two teams competing in this master tier this cycle. I'm very interested to see how they do against these, you know, veteran teams.
I couldn't agree more. And these Challenger Cups bring so much to this league. They change everything up. These cycles, they are amazing, and they're amazing to cast. They're amazing to watch, and they must be amazing to play in. But
I mean, yeah, you talk about playing in it. We've just gone through 5 series of games back to back to back to back. That's what makes the Everest performance even more impressive, in my opinion. You know, I mean, Swift, you can speak to how, you know, focused you have to be to play at this level of competition. It drains you, and to do it for 5 games in a row is impressive.
Yeah, and I mean, ultimately it comes down to this being, you know, the VR sport as we promote it as. I mean, to have a strong performance for 5 games, you best bet you've got to be somewhat of an athlete to be able to not only physically play for that amount of games, but to play for that long and maintain your style of play and maintain your integrity for that long. It's so difficult. And I mean, when things get sweaty, and trust me, they did a few times this, as we saw in these rounds, it's sometimes difficult to bring it back. And it's difficult to just play consistently for 5 whole sets of games in a row. But I mean, Everest did it, and they look good doing it. And I mean, it ultimately comes down to everything that comes down in normal sports. It comes down to how much you've trained that day, what sort of warm-up that you've had. I mean, what you've eaten that day. Everything comes in. You need the perfect balance. And I mean, Everest found it, and they were able to maintain their play for a very long time, and definitely props to them for that.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, hey, while we're talking about playing for so long, why don't we shout out one of the sponsors that can help with this, Rebuff Reality. You get yourself a battery pack from them. You can extend the life of your headset and be able to compete in these long form challenges without having to, you know, charge your headset. It's a nice tool. I highly recommend checking it out. Obviously, we also have a ton of other great sponsors. VRWare coming in, offering some really awesome merch. I highly recommend you check that out. They got great hoodies. They got great water bottles. They got all kinds of VRML branded stuff over there. You can find that link to the merch store on the VRML.com webpage. Up in the upper right corner. Obviously, we have a ton of other sponsors as well. HyperX, VR Cover, Asterion Products, you know, Fixed Music, ProTube VR, all coming together to help sponsor what is one of the most competitive, or well, the most competitive VR esports league. I mean, geez, this is just to get into the master tier. You know, now it's time to perform. They played great. These were awesome matches, but now the challenge is cycle 3 and trying to get up out of the 9th and 10th position.
I couldn't agree more. So with that being said, that's going to do us for today for the EU Challenger Cup. This is the second cycle for the Echo Arena VR Master League. I want to thank all the viewers watching on Oculus venues, on Facebook Gaming, YouTube, and Twitch. And of course, if you are interested in Echo Arena, it's free on the Oculus Store. Just search for Echo VR. And another shout out, thank you to our sponsors, HyperX, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Rebuff Reality, VRWare, Asterion Products, and Fixed Music. And we will be back later with the NA Challenger Cup at 6 p.m. Eastern Time and 9 p.m. UTC. So, I've been Swift. Oh, now I've been Sputnik Cobra. That's been Swift. Nightfire has been casting alongside of us on Sideline and co-casting. And it's me, Ollie, as well. So much for subtlety on camera. And once again, we thank you all and have a great day.
Season 3 of VRML Echo Arena is brought to you by HyperX, Rebuff Reality, Asterion Products, ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, and VRWare.net.